wanted to see our downfall.
All
I
right,
don't.
going live on Twitch now.
Oh, go ahead.
9 o'clock. D&D time. Did you hear the big news about D&D?
No.
It's Chinese now. It's going to be owned by Tencent.
There you go. What?
Yep. So the
So,
next
wasn't that
D&D books are going to be
Hasbro?
produced in China by Chinese people, probably. It used to be owned by Hasbro. Yep. Who owned Wizards of the Coast.
Right. Who owned TSR?
Apparently, Larian was so flush with cash that they wanted to buy D&D outright. And then Hasbro wanted so much money for it, they were like, well, we can't afford it, but Tencent can, and they own like 30% of Larian Studios, too.
Oh wow.
So I find it interesting that the people that made Baldur's Gate 3 almost owned D&D outright. Almost. If the price was right. It wasn't. Now I wonder, are the Chinese going to maintain the SRD so that people can continue to produce materials for D&D, or are they going to be kind of
Yeah.
litigious about it? Because I know Hasbro, they were trying to change the SRD so they could make more money.
Oh, January
Huh.
3rd, Dirty Brick hit 1,000 hours in tabletop. Wow.
Nice.
But
Yeah, the SSRD is kind of in perpetual danger.
right.
It's okay. A lot of the best games coming out now aren't even D&D. They're just like spin-offs that are D&D like, or even not even like. I saw a system where it was a roll under D20 system. That's pretty interesting. A 1 is a critical hit. That's got to be a little confusing for people who have been playing D&D for 25 years.
Yeah, you know what? We're coming back. Thaco's coming back. Come on.
Not quite. Not
I
quite.
know, I know.
It's just a roll under system. So, like, if I have 12 skill in pickpocketing, I need to roll under a 12. I wonder how modifiers work in that. All the good ones would be minuses, I guess. So, where we last left off in D&D in our game, we were headed to the tower. And you guys were checking out the rooftops of the tower. Where you could see the 4 ballista pointing in the cardinal directions and the big crack in the roof. And the staircases going down.
Now, I
Like
thought
it.
we were going to try to kind of sneak up to it or dodge the ballistas instead of come up with the whole ship.
If you like.
I
Did you
think
want
that
to?
was part of the plan.
Did you want to fly at it solo from while the ship is at a distance?
Well, I guess I just don't remember all the
Oh,
conversation and argument if how much damage the ship can take without us having real problems.
Well, we never got a scout on the. Right now, it was understood that there were ballistas up there, but there was undead. But it didn't see like they were manning them yet. But we're assuming that if we go there, that they're going to man them and try to shoot us.
You don't
Well,
see
I
any
like-
undead. You're making
I
that
like
up.
to test that. I like to
Can
test
I
that
just
theory.
send the air elemental inside?
Okay, the air
So-
elemental flies in.
I'm gonna go up next. I'm flying up. By the way, time of day.
You've been traveling for a long time. I think you stopped over for the night at somewhere along the way. So it's probably daylight, afternoon time.
Okay, well then I can't fly just yet. I can fly a little bit. I can fly like for 10 minutes, but I can't fly the entire night. I gotta be in darkness for the poke of the bat to work.
Can you go invisible by chance?
I can go invisible, yes.
Alright, go invisible and I'll carry you.
What? Carry
I
me?
can fly. I can go invisible.
Oh, yeah.
If you can go invisible, I can just carry you. And
Oh,
we can
well, there you go.
together.
All right.
Boom. So, Will and I will go together. I'll carry him in one hand. If anyone else can go invisible, I'll carry them in the other hand.
Sending the elemental to scout it out first to see if
Yeah.
anyone we can inside.
Well, you did, and he said that it makes it all the way in unopposed.
Yep.
So
Alright.
therefore, we're going in next, and it seems like the water's warm, boys.
There was nobody manning any of the ballistas. The elemental just flew up to the tower, looked around, flew inside.
Well,
Wait,
maybe we
three
want to bring the ship.
ballistas?
Should we bring the ship all the way up to the tower? And
I don't like that idea.
Guys, it's 3 ballistas.
That's what I was thinking. Actually, I was
that's-
thinking about taking these ballistas out.
yeah, I'm
Either
thinking we
putting
can bring
them-
the ship up to the tower itself.
But I want to I want to take them off of their post and
Right.
dismantle them.
Yo ho ho, lads.
Who's manning the ship right now? I mean,
Chris is the pilot. He's got to make the roll.
Chris, you're the one at the helm. You
I'm
decide.
piloting. Ah, okay.
Hey, who's our psychic monk person?
Do I get any buffs? Anything? Guidance? Yeah.
No monks in this party.
Well, I don't think you have to make any rolls. It's a decision. Are you going to fly the ship up to the tower or not?
Well, I'm not the captain. I'm the pilot.
That's what the pilot does.
It's, we're putting it up to you right
The
now.
pilot does.
I mean,
Yeah, you're the captain.
Going with
putting
the
it
ship
up
or
to you
not?
right
The
now.
pilot does.
Are you,
Yeah,
are you
you're
gonna
bringing the ship
up?
to
Going
the
with the ship
tower.
or not?
I'm suggesting we bring it up. Taurus is a little bit not sure about that. I don't know who else has spoken up about this, but I'm saying it seems okay. We're taking
look.
apart these ballistas right now.
Well, why don't we all have a way to fly there? We can use the crazy carpet. We can keep the ship at a distance. And if shit arise, we have that teleport back to the deck of the ship.
I can bring each ballista to the
Okay.
to the ship.
By the way, when I said the psychic monk, I mean the person who got brain controlled and then beat the crap out of someone.
No, Tay.
Yeah, what did they do again?
They were tied up, right?
No, well, he took them out of the zone and brought them back.
Do
You're
we have
asking
enough
what their
weight
job was?
Don't worry about
to
it.
carry extra ballistas
They're fine.
on the ship?
No, I was asking what their job was.
Yeah, we do have some.
Combat. Fighter.
Okay.
They're the boarding crew. They jump on other ships and beat people up.
We got a bunch of +1 and standard ones.
No, I'm saying, do we have enough room in the cargo hold and stuff to carry extra ballistas?
Oh
Seems
gosh,
like
yeah,
what
sounded
for?
like that from Ninja last week.
Well, we
Yeah,
don't
okay.
want to overfill with stuff. But we can like
A
carry
ballista's
people.
not gonna do it.
Yeah, no, but like
But I'm
depending
saying
on the
these ballistas
cargo
could
we
be
carry
used for
around.
We could take these ballistas somewhere else and use them at like one
Worst
of
case scenario,
That's
we
here.
ask the guy to hide him in
Yeah.
the silk.
Yeah.
How many ballista do we need? You know, that's the.
There's
Yes.
4 on this thing.
What do you mean? How is that a question? All of them.
Yeah, well, you pay for
Ballistas
them?
were always such a weird weapon to me.
It's just a big crossbow.
Right.
I know, but that's what makes it feel archaic. It feels like a giant slingshot.
Hey Ninja, can we have make a counter for the type of each type of ballista?
Yeah,
Ones that we have.
I've made several. I've got different ones.
That could
Ship
be
ballista have
useful.
been around since BC times almost, right? Or maybe certainly before Middle Ages.
I know the Romans used them.
Right.
Yep.
Okay, so what do? You get on the flying carpet, you go to the tower.
Yeah, everybody else flies, and the ones that don't are on the carpet.
Okay, you arrive on the roof of the tower. The tower is covered in silt because you are very close to the silt sea. Does everybody have their masks on?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're completely surrounded by silt. Your visibility is very low out here. Like you are in the silt sea proper.
So
What the
at this
heck
point,
are
we
mine?
need to break those tablets that the Silt Cleric gave us.
No. You're still like up in the air. You're not down in it, but you're in the region where it's in the air. Okay, so
Wait, hold on. I gave my mask of comfort to that dragon thing, so I don't have a silk mask.
You can have my mask.
Do you not need it?
No, I have. I can breathe through gases and stuff like that.
Alright, thank you then.
Nice.
When you get close, you notice that the powerful ballista have been ruined by the years and elements.
We
Okay.
can fix them.
Well, they're ruined.
Yes.
Do they have at least the major components?
Do you want to do a investigation?
I'll do an investigation.
I'll
yeah,
give you a
that's fine.
guidance. And can you get a bardic inspiration?
Well, I was going to assist with my military knowledge.
Yeah, that's
We
fine.
can give. Can we
roll
get
your assist.
You have a D4 for your guidance.
You can also see there are several weapon racks that are in the center of the area here. This middle part, B.
You get any plus to that?
I'm not sure what it would be necessarily.
Investigation.
Intelligence?
You want investigation?
Investigation.
And that would be plus 10, so that's 20.
Oh yeah, you're good.
17.
I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. And
Did it get your reroll?
Yeah, you're good. Let's see. Let's roll
What's your
that.
plus?
I got a +4 on mine.
15. Nice.
Hold on. So 18 plus 4, 22. I got a 22 to investigate the ballistas.
Okay. You investigate and you find that they are completely ruined, but there are materials in here made of metal, and if you collect them, it's worth 12 gold pieces.
Ooh.
Okay.
Alright,
So
I'll
we'll
grab
start just shotting away all the rotten wood and whatnot and grabbing little bits of
Yeah.
parts.
Yeah, the parts and
Like
the
his
mechanical
gears
parts.
and-
Yeah.
Let me read the description of the tower when you fly up, too. So, when you approach the spire, the first thing you notice is a terribly weathered obsidian facade. The abrasive winds have not been kind to this landmark. Large holes made by magic or giant stones have also ruined the tower and left it open to the invading silt in many places. It is a bleak and lonely sight rising out of the silt. 4 balconies line the uppermost portion of the tower, and those who have served in the military will instantly recognize that these are well placed for firing or observation. Does anybody have stonemasonry skill?
Nope.
Okay.
I have the background soldier.
Not me. I don't know.
I can...
What about Morg?
And I have knowledge of siege weapons.
It's a
Zero.
pretty rare skill that adventurers would rarely take, so you probably don't have it. Yeah,
Ninja,
he doesn't have it.
also, I forgot to say, for that bonus, I probably would have used my siege weapon knowledge on that. As
Okay.
well.
Sure.
I had proficiency on that too,
All right.
so I probably
So-
would have been a 26 actually.
As I mentioned, there's also a couple of weapon racks here. Does anybody want to check the weapon racks?
Okay,
Yeah.
so we are down past the first level at this point?
No, you're still on the roof.
Oh, okay. Well, sure, I'll be... So that's an investigate, I'm guessing?
Yeah.
Okay.
You guidance.
I'll
Or,
assist you with that one.
More give you guidance.
Yeah, I'll assist you with that one too.
Hmm. Is there anyone else trying to come in here?
Inside the building?
Yeah.
Hey, guess what? Your elemental's gone.
Roll a
Yeah, I got
D4
advantage.
Sky.
It just disappeared, like, blinked out of existence.
Let's bring him back.
Skywell, you got an advantage.
What? Is elemental just disappeared?
That's all he knows.
Did I notice with my perception?
No. It happened inside the building.
And I'm not. Okay, send it inside the building.
Yeah, he said it inside and it got blinked out of its existence.
Oh.
Wait, like immediately?
It was pretty quick. It was while you were investigating the roof, it just disappeared inside.
Well, then it gets to come back.
You let us know.
Yes. I would have told you that the second I knew what happened.
So you're aware something blinked out your elemental, and it's down inside the tower somewhere.
It just disappeared.
I'm going to blink it back.
Mhm.
Did that work?
Yeah, of course.
What happened to him?
Oh, actually, no. Actually, he has to make a saving throw. Roll a saving throw. I think the way banishment
Right.
works is you can't come
Oh,
back
shit.
until the
Just
time.
say it right there.
Yeah, he sends him back into the elemental. So it's a cleric in there.
What kind of throw?
What is it? Is it charisma?
That's not good.
Yeah, charisma saving throw or be banished.
He's just a weirdo. Alright, 12 total.
Yeah, definitely banished.
Okay, can I bring him back?
No.
I want to go. When he said something about the elemental being banished, I'm gonna go invisible and go ahead and get on guard again.
Do you have an Arcana? Do you have an Arcana check by any chance, ringside?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Can you try it?
Okay, for what?
For the spell that was cast on your elemental, if you're in communication with it.
That's a 26 total.
26 what?
26 total for knowing what the frick just happened to the elemental.
By doing an Arcana check.
Nah, it's not gonna work here.
Oh,
You're not in the same room with it.
but I'm here. As I assumed I was.
Just to go ahead and put character
tried.
knowledge, player knowledge about the banishment piece.
Nah, everybody's on the rooftop. Nobody's gone inside yet.
Okay. That's okay. We don't know what happened, but it disappeared.
Well, I want to resolve this
Doesn't-
weapon rack business.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you had 24, isn't it?
With the 24, you investigate the weapon rack in the center of the room, and at one time, this rack was full of hardwood spears, crossbows, and bolts for the tower garrison. The spears are rotten and broken. The crossbows are also ruined, but small parts of each are made from steel. If these parts are gathered and melted together, the combined value is worth 1 gold piece. The crossbow bolts here are equipped with metal heads. These heads will fetch a decent price at the marketplace, but are probably more useful to the characters as weapons. So you could make metal-tipped arrows with these. But it says they can each be sold for 5 silver pieces. And if you have the Bowyer Fletcher proficiency, which one of the crew members does, he's a former Bowyer, then he can attach these to existing arrows. There's a total of 20 metal arrowheads.
I'll
Can
make
any members
a.
of our crew fly?
I didn't catch that. Say again?
Can any members of our crew fly?
The people that are on the ship, no.
Ulrich can.
Oh, like there?
I got a
Ulrich has
question,
boots of flying.
Ninja. I cast the detect magic on what he finds.
Okay. Nothing up here on the
What do you
roof
need?
seems to be magical.
No.
What do you need Ulrich to do?
Are they good quality tips though?
Yeah, it's made of steel.
I would like to ask Ulrig if she has the time to yo-ho-ho all this booty back to the ship.
Oh, it's quite light. You can fit it in a backpack. It's no big deal.
Right.
Yeah, everyone has bag of holdings right now.
You're basically
Yeah,
just taking the metal parts, stripping them down off everything that's junk here.
We also have
I
a
got a
group.
bag of holding.
We
Yes.
also have a group back of holding with more carrying.
Long?
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you guys can also see this big crack in the roof here. And there's a staircase at either side.
Okay, is there a way down?
I would like to go use the staircase.
I mean, that's
Wait,
what I
wait a
just said.
second.
I just described all 3 of the ways down.
Before you
Yeah.
before you go, let me do a perception check to see if I hear anything
Sure.
at the entrance.
Actually, I can just arcane eye my way down there. Let's take a look.
You want to put your
I'd like
arcane
to,
eye down there?
Yeah.
I'll still do
I'd like to
my
roll stealth.
I'll still do my check anyways.
I think his arcane eye is going to be the first into the room, so let me read the description of the first floor here.
Oh. Well, hold on.
I gotta roll a 30.
I'm gonna click my boots together, and so I can get advantage on stealth or on dexterity checks. And I'm going to I'm gonna roll stealth and go invisible at
Okay.
the same time.
So you're invisible, you're trying to move silently. Hopefully nothing will hear you.
I'm rolled up on my board. I got my cards. I rolled my cards.
So, Taro, the first floor is partially open to the elements. Crumbled walls reveal the desolation outside. The spiral staircase begins here, wide at 10 feet, but sections are missing or damaged. The air is thick with dust and the remnants of ancient battles. The space is vast and eerily silent, with occasional gusts of wind carrying fine grains of sand. Now, I actually generated some images. Let's see here. If you're looking at the stream, you can see this first one. So the room you come down into is just broken and desolate. Stone. Crumbled pathways. It looks like rough terrain, for sure. So Taro reports what he sees.
What do I perceive with 30
Alright.
perception?
Okay. Where exactly are you when you're looking around? Are you on the stairs?
Yeah, a staircase.
Okay, so you begin to go down the stairs and you're looking carefully with a perception check. You're going to spot that the crumbled pathway is probably dangerous. And you're also going to spot that there seems to be like a pressure plate on one of the steps that you can see.
Oh. Can I throw a rock on it?
Okay, you throw a rock on the pressure plate. It depresses it just enough that a whole bunch of darts come flying out of a hidden hole in the wall. But after the rock bounces off, the pressure plate snaps back up.
Oh, so it might be charged again, huh?
Mhm.
Well, we know there's a trap there, and it's not really safe. Would something like mending, like secure our path down that way?
Mending would not help. There's too much damage. You'd be here all day with that.
Are we able to fly through there with the
Ye-
carpet?
Flying would do it. As long as you're not walking on the stairs, they can't crumble.
So what do you guys think? We fly down that path? There are some traps, so we got to look out. But if we fly, we should be safe, no?
Okay. I did already say that I was walking down the stairs, so I probably fall for a bit, but then immediately fly up. Use my boots.
Okay. You're a warm body and you're down in the lower part of the room after a bit of a fall. And from the debris all around you, a slight rumbling begins. And then, like a desiccated, clawed hand comes up out of the ground and like grabs your ankle with an attempt to grab you. Let's see, I got only a 7. Not very good. So the hand doesn't get you, but you can see that zombies are rising all around. A horde of zombies,
Did they
desiccated.
detect him with a 35?
They were not detectable until somebody came in
No,
here and they were
me
activated.
Being invisible in stealth 35.
They can detect your essence, your living. Any living being in the tower is automatically detected by these undead.
There's a terrible shadow down here.
Even if you're invisible, they know you're here.
Are air
Like, we
elementals
need,
alive?
I assume he's standing next to you after you resummoned him, right?
Wait, so I did resummon him?
You said it twice, right?
Yeah, who did that?
It sounded like you said it didn't work.
No, well, hang on.
It's
I changed my mind. I did change my mind because there's a minute before the banishment can pass, so you were unable to summon him then. But if you try to resummon him now, it does work this time
Okay.
because it's been a little bit of time.
I was gonna keep sending the arcane eye deeper into the tower to see what was going on.
Okay. Well, I mean, are you going to deal with the situation first? There's a whole bunch of zombies attacking.
How many zombies are we talking about?
A horde of zombies, an unspecified number.
How close is Orin from us at this point?
He's a little lower, like, 10, 15 feet down. I would like to resolve this with quick combat. I don't want to take all day on these, like, zombie
No.
encounters, so...
Big fireball. Protect everybody.
Yeah, I can fly right back up out of the hole. I mean, I don't know why I would fall to the ground.
I can do a big AoE. What
I
level would it?
just like hang from the wall and smite them.
What level would it need to be to kill them all?
So the way quick combat works is you just have to tell me the spell level you're casting, and I'm going to add it all up as a bonus, and then one person rolls it.
I have a better solution. Hold on. Just make a big wall of fire and then lure them over here, and they'll all just burn to death.
Depending how strong they are. Can do that. Can I do a firewall that is big enough to cover their passage?
If you put it on the stairs, I mean, how are they going to get to you without walking in it?
Okay. Yeah, I'll set it up into the stairs.
Okay.
Firewall.
You put a firewall on the stairs. The undead were moving towards you, but now they retreat. They move to the floor below.
Arcane
Huh.
Eye.
They're controlled.
Okay. Taro sends his arcane eye further and further down the spiral staircase. As it descends, you see a partially intact chamber. Faded murals on the walls depict battles and desert landscapes. The floor is collapsed in places, exposing the level below. Swirling dust and sand filters through cracks, creating a otherworldly atmosphere. The staircase winds its way around the perimeter, revealing glimpses of the Silt Sea down below. So, again, the floor looks pretty dangerous to walk on. A lot of it could collapse, weakened sections here and there.
The firewall should illuminate the area. Huh?
It does light it up, but I mean, there's already a lot of openings to the outside, so there's a lot of light coming in.
So are we going down? I think we should.
Hold on, I haven't found. Where are the zombies?
They're retrieving down into the basement so we can chase
I'm
them.
following them.
They moved down into that level. They're waiting.
I will say though, I do believe that they are controlled because zombies would have gone through the flames.
Indeed. Down the eye goes.
So be aware there might be a invisible creature present.
So the zombies are waiting there, looking up for the party to come down. You send the eye further down the stairs, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The eye goes down to a third floor. Oh, hang on. Let me put up the image of the last floor on the stream. So there was the room with the murals, and there's a lot of sand in the room that's come in through the various cracks. So I've got that on the screen now, and then I'll describe what you see on the third floor. The third floor is dominated by a central area where a sand-filled pit poses a danger. The surroundings are a maze of ruined rooms and collapsed corridors. Wind howls through the gaps in the walls, and you may notice the distant sound of shifting sand. Cracks in the stone allow beams of sunlight to pierce the gloom, casting irregular patterns on the ground.
Okay. Is there a big bad down here?
You don't see any enemies on the third floor there.
What of the zombies?
No, they're on the floor up above. I told you they were looking up.
Can I reach the zombies at 150 feet with good vision? Well, like can I actually spot the zombies from my position?
Nah, you'd have to take the stairs down to the next floor to find them.
Let's go down and we can fly through the wall of flame. We'll be safe.
Now, my question is this: it says that the layer that I think we're on now is under the silt. Am I looking at the right picture here? The blasted spire?
No. So this is a bit tricky because there's actually a bunch of intervening floors. They only show you the top floor and the bottom floor and a sort of general depiction of a floor somewhere in between.
Okay.
So,
Let's go down.
so this map is inaccurate. It's just giving you a rough idea of what each floor's dimensions are.
There's really no other place to go except for down. No?
Before we go down there, would anyone like this oil of masking?
Masking.
Hmm?
Yes, it will allow you to remain unseen.
Oh, I'd like that.
Even if, well, okay, unseen so long as no one's looking at you, so to speak.
Yeah, I'm not sure that that's a good use of that right now because as invisible as I was and as quiet as I was, it did not matter. They
No,
seemed
but
to
They were
see
still boosting our
through
I'd
the
like-
walls.
I'd like to
The oil-
have.
Wait, the oil of masking protects you from all forms of detection besides direct observation, including psionics and divination.
Yeah, I think the undead life sense is kind of like a divination effect, probably. So yeah, that might work.
don't we
they're
just
cracked.
blast them? See them,
Yeah, we're just-
boom. I
Yeah.
don't know. Like, why are we making this complicated?
Yeah.
I'm being
It's-
cautious. This feels like we're
It's a
technically
face check.
going underwater right now, and that could end very badly.
I
Well,
understand that, but there's
that's
only
going
one
to
way
be-
down.
Require the use of these runes that the cleric gave us.
This seems like a face check, you know.
So the zombies are waiting for you down there on floor 2. So when you enter floor 2, it's going to be a combat right away.
Yep. Fireball.
Well, when we got to floor 1, sorry, when we got to floor 3, we were gonna try to shoot them through the cracks, right?
They're not on floor 3.
I know, but we can see through floor 3 down to floor 2.
What?
You said there were sun shafts coming?
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
numbering them from the roof down. Sorry. Don't let that confuse you. So when I say 3, it's the 3rd floor down.
Yeah.
So how are we gonna shoot them through the cracks of the floor that they're
We don't need to.
above?
We don't need to.
He just needs line of sight. That's all he needs.
I protect you guys from flames. We can just walk in them and explode.
Oh yeah, you can just do that, can't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that one. I like that option better.
So if you move down to floor 2 has a crack in the floor where you can see floor 3 from floor 2. But you're still moving down from floor 1 to floor 2. So when you arrive at floor 2, the combat begins. The zombies immediately begin to attack. As you're moving, you notice with your passive perception that there is actually a swinging pendulum blade which would not be triggered because you're not walking. You're all like flying on a carpet. But you spot the trap. So make note of that. And you also know that the floor is also a sort of natural trap. But again, you avoid it by not walking on it. You're on a flying carpet. However, Taurus, how are you going? Are you flying right now?
Flying.
Okay, you're also
I'm
flying.
invisible flying.
Okay. So, do you want to do anything with that knowledge? You spot the swinging pendulum blade?
We stay away from them.
We
I
can
could
disarm
just
it.
like telekinetically push it down if I felt like it.
So it's like one of those deals where if you notice the trap, you might be able to, I don't know, use it to your advantage in some way.
I don't know. We
Yeah,
could
we could
stand
throw
at the
it.
end of the hall and just let the zombies keep walking into blades.
Yeah. I feel like we could disarm it or use it against the zombies. Something like that.
You're already kind of immune to it as long as you're flying. The activator is on the staircase, just like the last trap.
Yeah.
Well, what I'm saying is, we don't. I'm not,
Send tourists through the blade that are going all around the place. He's dexterous enough to avoid them. And then let the zombie get chopped through, you know, when they try to attack him.
I was gonna say I could just take the blade off the wall,
You know,
throw it at
I
them.
realize that zombies are actually kind of cool. Alright, powerful is the wrong word, but like, this is a fodder enemy and it takes too long to hack through.
Well, that's why I'm doing
Is it-
quick combat, right? So you only need
Is
to...
it possible to take the blade off the wall and throw it at the zombies?
It would require a strength check, because it's like
Can we
built
just
into the
attack
wall.
them? Can we
Well,
just attack them?
that sounds
Yeah.
like a
I
do.
have a holy sword, he has holy flames. I think we're good.
Okay. Here we go.
So what's everybody's modifier for the quick combat going to be?
+3.
Plus 3.
34 Ninja, to pull it off the wall.
Okay,
Just
you succeed.
move around oh, I wasn't done.
They're done? They're done?
No, I said Taurus succeeded at pulling it off the wall with a strength check.
How much is the holy sword gonna help?
You can attack. You can only attack once per turn, right?
Yeah, melee probably.
I attack twice since I have 2 weapons.
Yeah,
like a
I guess
skill
if you're
point?
dual wielding, that would give you a second attack. So +2 for Taro.
Don't you have something that has an effect against undeads or something like that?
Yeah, my holy sword, but apparently it's not helping.
Morg uses a level 1 spell.
Ninja?
Yeah?
His sword has like something for undeads. His holy sword, does it has an effect on this?
Which is?
What is it?
restricted. Hold on. Sword of the
You really need to like learn your own character.
Hey. I don't use the freaking sword mostly. Okay,
Hey,
it's
is this,
evil creatures,
Is this
not
pendulum
undead.
blade made out of metal?
No, it's
Ow, ow, ow.
what would it be made out of? Probably bronze.
Now, what would soul do?
It's a +1 bonus to attack and damage rolls on evil creatures. That's what it is.
He's not here, is he?
Nope.
He waits on the ship.
No.
Wait. Is there a way to stuff this pendulum blade into a bag of holding, or?
No, it's huge.
Where is Morg? What is Morg doing?
And even you using it, it's like oversized for you, so you have like disadvantage to swing it.
Yeah.
What you do the level
If you
Yeah, I'll
put
throw it at them.
1?
I'll throw it
Long
at
is a +1. I don't know if you noticed, Ninja.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, and then Orin.
Said +3.
Do we have all that we need?
I think so. So 3, 4, 5,
I
6,
got a
7, 8,
plus
9, 10,
2, don't I?
11. Yep. So you guys are getting +11 on the roll.
What do you think about
Plus,
putting
can
that
do I get anything
big
for
blade
throwing
as
this
the
at them?
prow on the ship?
Hey, you could if you want.
Oh, okay. I'll put it aside then. If I don't. If you
What's
guys wanna
going on?
keep it.
Well, you already said you were going to throw it, but you could retrieve it afterwards.
Okay.
So is he a
So-
+2, like a plus something?
Yeah.
So what are you, plus what?
I'm +2 at least. That's just my minimum. +2.
It's based on your number of attacks. He can attack twice a turn, so...
So 13?
No, that was already factored in. So Will has 3, you have 3, Taurus has 2, Taro has 2, Morg has 1. 11.
So, 17.
What about for throwing the blade? Not getting anything for that.
Nothing extra. No,
17.
it just counts as an attack.
We wade
Okay.
through the undead horde.
Technically, the best way, like the optimal way, would be to say we lure the horde into the blade and trigger it, thus giving you an extra attack on top of the attacks you're already making, and then it would have given you like a +1.
Yeah, that's kind of what I suggested.
And then Taurus ripped it right off the wall.
Yeah, I don't know why you guys didn't
I
follow my
figured-
instructions. You know, that was
I
pretty fucking
figured it's
logical.
faster if we just go there and just throw the
That
blade
would have
at
been
them.
at least a +15 that you just
A
ripped out the wall.
+15. Oh my gosh.
It was a 14 actually, but that's fine.
Okay, so here's what happens. You fight the zombies. You throw things at them, it crashes down the stairs, bowls over a bunch of the zombies. More zombies rise to replace them, and those zombies move in on the party. And when they get close, instead of fighting you, all of them just explode in your face. Every one of the zombies just explodes explosively,
Not good.
and everybody in the party takes explosive
Poison?
damage. It is piercing as fragments of bone spray out in every direction.
Well, I would like to change to range tactics.
Long said
thanks.
no deck save.
No dex save, sorry. It does 11 damage to everybody in the party.
Automatic?
Oh, well, okay, that's fine.
Automatic.
Even with the AC?
That's how quick combat works. If you fail the opposed roll, like they won, they had a higher number.
Oh, I need to roll my.
They had a 20, you guys had 17, and because they beat you, everybody in the party takes damage.
I'm rolling my 2d10 for extra life. Okay. 10.
Well, there goes my temporary hit points.
So 11?
Yep.
Yeah, I lose 1.
2.
But
I'm fine.
the remaining zombies retreat to the floor below.
Can we shoot them?
Sure, yeah, you can kill some of them as they retreat.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot a fireball at them.
However, like many zombie hordes from media, the numbers of undead in this tower seem kind of endless. There are more of them just pour in out of every doorway, every crack, every crevice. They're everywhere. So you are destroying many of them quite efficiently, but more of them are coming in. However, they seem to have
Opposite on the next
withdrawn.
step, though.
We need to get to the
Like,
bottom of
they're
this.
running
Fight our
away, and
way.
all of a sudden, take that. Bam.
There's
Out of
definitely
flame flies around from the doorway.
there's definitely an intelligence guiding them though, because they were fighting you fiercely and not caring about their own lives and blowing themselves up. But then they suddenly turn and retreat, as if they're receiving orders from below.
They're
I'm
taunting
gonna
us.
kinetic one so we can't escape.
I guess they're kind of taunting us.
I'm gonna keep one from leaving.
If you try to prevent one from leaving, you would probably have to destroy it. So you have parts of a zombie.
I have telekinesis. I'm just dragging it back.
Hmm. Okay. Well, you're holding a zombie.
Okay. What's this thing's like physical condition?
Desiccated, extremely dry.
Any clue on how long it's been dead?
Hmm. Well, you're no archaeologist, but it looks like he's been here a long time.
Medical check.
It's not that important. So there's so many of these things. Do we have any uses for corpses?
No.
Monetize your problems.
Well, what I was thinking you were going to do was start trying to talk to it.
What we'll do is we'll grind them up, and we'll take the unlimited undead, and we'll grind them up into bone meal, and we'll sell that bone meal to the dwarves of Ladopolis.
Yeah, don't listen like it's gonna work.
We need to save these people's souls.
Now that you mention it, can this thing communicate at all?
Well, we can talk at it and say,
Nah, zombies
doing.
don't have enough intelligence to talk. They just
No, but we're not going to talk to the zombie. We're talking to who's running the zombie.
We
no.
need to kill that master.
You're just screaming into the atmosphere.
Well, to the zombie.
Like the zombie is just a zombie.
Well, now, for Abalam, the Silt cleric, he said that. Come on, notes. It says he owes a debt. No, he owes us a debt. Never mind. Actually, we don't know what caused this tower to become undead, do we?
No.
Remember why
That's why we're
it
going
became
down.
like this?
I'm gonna stab the zombie in the arm with the holy sword
We-
and see what happens.
We felt a terrible presence when we got into this area, and it's causing the source is coming from the tower.
Individual zombies don't have a lot of hit points. He's probably destroyed by the sword.
So I poked him through the arm and he freaking spontaneously combusted.
Well, he was already badly damaged from the combat. Like, whatever spells were cast and thrown around, he took some of that damage. He was just one of the remaining zombies that was retreating.
Alright, I was just running a little.
Let's keep on going down.
I'm getting
Yeah.
sick of this situation. There's gotta be a more convenient
The
way to
end-
do this.
We most likely will find the source lower in the tower.
Okay, so do you want to move from floor 2 down to floor 3?
I
We need
vote
to have
yes.
some kind of a quote, though, like, tell your master that we are coming.
All right.
Something like that.
We are on floor 3.
Okay. Once again, floor 3 is filled with sand. The spiral staircase descends down, and you can see that the sand has pooled down in the lower parts of the area here.
But it's fluid enough to be considered silt, and therefore it's time for us to break the rune, right?
Not necessarily. This is just sand that's built up over time, blown in by the wind. It builds up like a sand dune does in the desert.
Very dusty.
Because
So-
the wind is howling through the gaps in the walls, and it just
Are
builds
there-
up in here.
Are there tables or barrels or libraries or shelves of any sort?
No, anything that was in here, there might have been a bunch of stuff in this area, but it's all like down under the sand.
So
Well,
it'll take us forever to find something in there.
Right, but crucially, it doesn't seem like breaking the stone tablet with the rune would take care of this problem for us, would it?
Potentially. We don't know yet. I say we need to go down and see what there is. So far, we're following some sort of a rumor. Huh?
Well, the zombies went down into the sand,
Yeah,
Right.
and if there's a source of intelligence, it's probably not just a tablet.
No,
Unless it has a spirit.
maybe you're not understanding. The tablets that we got from
Yeah.
Abalam that let us
Oh.
see and breathe through silt. But my question is, if this sand is much more dense than regular silt, would that tablet allow us to still see through it and breathe through it like everything else?
Probably, but we can also ask the air elemental to help us.
There's a pretty big difference between sand and silt. So silt you could swim through with the tablet, sand you could not. Sand would act as a physical thing that you could stand on.
Yeah.
Technically, when you fall into the silt sea, there's like a roll I'm supposed to make to determine how deep it is, and then you hit like sand that is in the silt that you can stand on, and depending on how deep it is, like you may or may not be able to breathe if you don't have like some sort of scuba gear on.
We found a home.
Like we're a weird atmosphere, you know. Let's keep on going.
Okay.
I'd say.
You travel to floor 4. Here, the decay is more pronounced. The walls bear the scars of ancient battles, and the air is heavy with the scent of dust and age. Some areas are completely open to the silt sea. The stone walls eroded away, collapsed ceilings and piles of rubble create obstacles, and you have to navigate carefully to avoid the weakening structure of the surrounding walls and ceiling. You can hear the distant echoes of the wind mixed with the occasional creaking of the weakened structure. The ceiling in here collapses.
Okay. Can
Uh,
we dodge?
What, like while we're in it, you're saying?
As you're moving down into here, the undead begin tearing at the structure, and it causes the ceiling to collapse around you.
From underneath?
Yes, from underneath, from in the walls.
Oh, but we're flying.
Yes. But falling stone can still hit you. So everybody make a DC 16 dexterity saving throw to avoid falling debris.
They beat me to it. I was gonna try and tear this whole place down too.
We should have just done that first.
Just knock the whole tower down.
Yeah. Like, once we realize, you see me playing games, Mr. Nebulous Spirit. We can do that too, watch. Oh, that's not good.
I did not.
Taurus
say
made
that.
it.
I take some damage.
So this is an all or nothing roll. Either you take no damage because you dodge the rocks, or a big rock hits you in the head for 21 damage.
Ooh.
Orin dodges out of the way of the falling rocks.
Can I sacrifice myself to save them?
Who?
That's okay.
No,
We
or not.
can
Okay.
we can manage this.
You're big. You could conceivably protect somebody by like huddling your body over them so the rock hits you instead of them.
Yeah.
So if you wanted to protect one or two people, I wouldn't stop you.
Who got hit?
Were you an elemental at the time, Morg?
He was on the carpet.
I'll cover the carpet. Whoever's on the carpet.
Okay, so when falling rocks hit the carpet, it is pinned down to the stairs.
No, I'm gonna cover the carpet.
The carpet too?
I'm gonna.
Yeah,
yeah,
I'm
I'm
not
just
sure
gonna
you're
stand
big
over the
enough because
carpet.
like there's room enough for like the whole party to get on the carpet. It's like the biggest flying carpet.
Also, I
Okay.
thought that you were.
Hey, everybody on the carpet took damage, so you know it's fine.
Okay, so you're momentarily delayed as the carpet is pinned down. It's a setback.
Well, then I won't save anybody.
Hey, Ajo, roll a strength save to remove the boulders from the carpet.
Can I do that?
Yeah, anybody that wants to,
That's
but he's
strong.
got the best chance of it. They're heavy rocks.
He's strong too.
It's like a DC 25.
I got a +8. Oh, go ahead. Can I assist him?
At 35.
35. Easily, you lift the giant boulder and toss it off.
Kapow!
I pet the carpet like, you okay, buddy?
What did you do with the stone after you removed it?
Throw it to the zombie.
Start at the zombies, yeah.
Okay. So like you like roll it down the stairs or something.
Yeah.
Okay. Bowling for zombies. You send the boulder rolling down the stairs. It bowls over 3 or 4 zombies. Their guts get sort of wrapped around the ball. It becomes like a snowball of zombie guts, and it rolls over another pressure plate and causes a tremendous burst of gas, like a poison gas sprays up out of the stairs. Nobody is affected. The zombies are immune to poison, but there is a cloud of poison gas down there now.
Where's
Air
the-
elemental.
No.
Move toxic air out of this environment.
Okay.
We are immune to poison.
Alright. Still.
It's funny how your party just like trivializes most normal traps.
I want to think of it. Do we have like just regular bottles or something?
Papa.
I'm reloading the table. Sorry.
Okay.
We can just have like a giant crate full of poison gas. Oh, by the way, did the carpet react to getting petted?
Petted? You pet the carpet?
Taurus petted
Yeah,
the carpet.
that's the
Reaction roll.
off of it.
1. It hated that.
Table is back. Ninja.
Yes.
I talk to the sword and it has the sword if it knows where we are.
Giustenal?
Yeah.
The ruins of Giustenal?
Yeah. And if he can tell us something about it, some of its past or. Table is back up, everybody.
The sword recalls that the Lord of Giustenal was killed by some of the other sorcerer kings.
Oh, he was powerful.
Sorcerer king just like them, a rival. They fought each other.
And who killed him? Who
Is
took
he
the
on
killing
this
blow?
tower? Is this his house?
This is a tall guard tower in the middle of town.
And who is the sorcerer king that took the final blow?
Good question. I don't know if it says here.
Could be
Who did
Boris or.
Who did the king of the for frick's sake, what's wrong with my mouth? Who ruled this place? What species did they genocide?
I got another question for the sword when you're done with this ninja.
I'm looking in the book for the part about it.
Okay.
The sword wouldn't know anything about the Blue Age, so I'm not going to do any of that. But the sword could tell you some of this. The sword will say Dragoth was the 3rd champion of Rajat, the Warbringer, Ravager of Giants. He took his title very seriously, gathered an army and marched on Giustenal. At this time, the city was under the rule of Taraskir the Lion, a beast-head giant of great presence and personal power. Taraskir and his lion warriors were not able to stop the psionics and sorcery of the Dreadlord Dragoth.
Oh, it's all the relevant people.
I have another question for the sword. Which of the sorcerer king is stronger than Umano?
Hamano is the strongest.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Holy shit. Oh, yeah?
At least in single combat.
But
Yeah.
how do we B2.
Come on. Brute force, I don't know.
If you have a Heartwood Spear from the Blue Age, that would help.
Yeah.
Good luck getting the
Yeah.
the halflings to give that to you, though.
Yeah, pretty much. Unless it's for a good reason and it helps them. We could ask the people at Tier what they requested to gain access to it when they used it. That's something we could ask, and maybe they even know where to go to make the request. That's pretty much the ultimate weapon, huh? The 4 sorcery kings.
To kill them? Heartwood?
Yeah, like,
Yep.
I think it evades all their defenses and shit like that.
Yeah, it bypasses magical defenses and it neutralizes magic.
Yeah, that's crazy. Okay, anyways, we're not gonna go in that with the sword, but so at least we know where we're at. But I still wonder, like, what is hiding down here, though. It's crazy.
Okay, so you were on floor 4, and there was a huge explosion of gas. What did Taro do?
Oh, right. I kind of just wanted the air elemental to, like, take the gas into itself and then go upstairs to the ship and, like, put it in something.
But what?
Do we have, like, some big glass containers?
Nope. It's not something you'd normally carry with you, and it sounds kind of fragile.
Oh, well. We'll just keep it down here and bottle it later. 3 poison gas seems pretty useful.
The gas would disperse over time. Your elemental can kind of try to, like, collect it.
Whatever, just move it out of our way.
Yeah, that works fine. He can definitely blow it off into the outside of the tower, so it's not a problem to breathe. Again, you're immune, so it wouldn't be a problem anyway, but it is a nasty gas. Who wants to breathe a nasty gas, even if it's not going to kill you?
It's our civic duty.
So the question is...
No one's coming here.
Could you sacrifice all those dead zombies?
Doesn't affect them. Let's keep on going.
Okay. Do you get back on the flying carpet after Taurus moves the rocks?
Yeah.
All right. The flying carpet flies back up into the air. You continue down the stairs. The 5th floor feels like a labyrinth of broken corridors and tilting walls. Mirrored fragments on the walls distort reflections, creating an eerie effect. I've got a cool image for this one, which I'll put up on screen now. A hall of mirrors with ruin all over the ground. So it's hard to tell where to step and where to walk and which direction is a path and which is like a wall covered in mirrored glass.
Take a gift of alacrity.
So it's really hard to tell the dimensions of this room because of the hall of mirrors effects going on.
Hey, breaking mirrors isn't bad luck in this universe, right?
Nope.
I will prepare a fireball.
You prepare a fireball. Okay. So, once again, the floor doesn't look all that safe.
Actually, are there like holes in the floor?
Yes.
I have that bollock spear, or staff, or whatever it was still. Can I just extend that through the floor and see if there's... poke around, see if I get anything fleshy?
Sure. You send it down to the floor below, it doesn't hit anything. Hits stone somewhere.
What about a... Wait, did some of them flee above us?
No. They were bowled down the stairs by the boulder as it rolled down the stairs, like an Indiana Jones clip. So any zombies are down below.
It all seems normal.
Alright, so Hall of Mirrors, difficult to navigate your way from one side of this chamber to the other. Who's going to lead the way and make the wisdom roll?
Silence.
Do what?
Okay, there is a mirror illusion in this room. You need to get from one side of the room to the other to get to the staircase.
Yeah.
So you're going to have to navigate the Hall of Mirrors.
I'll navigate, but I'll ask for bardic inspiration if possible.
Unfortunately, he's back on the ship.
Okay. Can somebody assist?
How about I just drag him over here and demand that he uses his
Go ahead.
right thing?
Roll, Will. Yeah, roll your plus your wisdom.
So for him, DC 15 to give you an assist, and then for you, DC 17 on the roll itself.
You just need a 10.
Oh, yeah.
Any advantage.
For the assist, just a 10? Sure.
Can you roll it or?
22, so he has given you advantage.
The better of the two 20s. No.
All right. So you successfully lead the party through the mirror illusion.
Yeah.
But when you're like halfway through, you spot something on the floor. You can tell right away it is a fire trap rune, a powerful magical fire trap.
Oh.
Oh. Oh no.
We can just activate it, guys.
Wait, hang on. Is there a way to pick that? Wait, how does it activate?
Oh, usually you step on it and it blows you up.
Can we move it?
Okay, this is-
No, it's a rune. It's on the floor. It's like there's no way.
What if we, hear me out here, used something so precise to cut the root off of the rock and then took it?
Yeah, I think you're thinking about it wrong. Just imagine it as a fire-based proximity mine.
Okay, so are there zombie in the proximity?
I was just going to get to that. So, when you stop and you notice the fire trap rune, zombies begin to come out from behind the mirrors all around.
Okay, let's lure them towards the trap.
Are you going to do your immunity to fire effect when the
Yes.
zombies get close?
Yes.
We could
Yeah.
just
Yeah,
directly
yeah, let's
above
do
the
that. Let's
trap.
do that. Let's use it to damage them and go faster through this.
Okay. So, fire trap rune is 5th level, so that's going to give you +5 on the quick combat.
Nice.
So what's everybody's modifier when the zombies come at you? The rune will blow up a lot of zombies, and then you guys can finish the rest.
-3.
Yours is 3.
+2 again, but the air elementals on the duty of making sure any explosive debris doesn't fall on top of us.
Sure. Well, you remember the zombies explode too, so do you want him to like keep the zombies at bay? He could make his own attacks. He could contribute to the fight.
Exploding rocks, I mean. I don't want for this place to collapse.
Oh, right. Okay, so it's trying to avoid exploding rocks. What's Morg's bonus on this one?
Nothing protect us from exploding rocks. It's made of wind.
What level spell does Morg cast, or what number of actions does he take? What expendables does he use? You there, Long? Yeah, quick battle. Quick combat.
Yeah. What's your plus? Everybody, give us your plus.
I assume Will is going to do a 3.
And what is Taurus?
Taurus has 2 attacks. Do you want to use Rage, Taurus?
Nope.
Just
I
plus
don't
2
want
then?
to-
You're like, these guys are scrubs. I'm not wasting resources.
How many?
2. Okay. So 2 and 2 and 3 and 2 and 3 and 5. Plus 17.
No, my. Let's roll high. I don't roll high to that. 23. Somebody else rolls. My rolls are terrible.
It's okay. It's okay. The zombies had a 14, and you had a 23. So you defeat the zombies who were fire zombies because they were all on fire from the fire trap. Okay.
That's weird. Why didn't we encounter these guys earlier?
I mean, they didn't start as fire zombies, but they were very dry, and they burst into flames immediately.
They take 1 extra damage on top of that. Because the spikes set on fire, and then they take additional fire damage.
Okay, so you deal with the fire trap, you deal with the zombies on floor 5, and you've navigated the maze of mirrors, and you get to the other staircase at the far side. You gonna move down to floor 6 now?
I say yes.
How many more floors are there?
You'll notice that the silt is very thick, and there's a deep gloom that has started to, like, darken the area here. There's no light streaming in anymore. You might be below the silt layer. You feel like it's a good time to use your tablets if you want to live.
I'm okay. I still can breathe.
Are the tablets expendable?
The tablets are expendable. No, explicitly beyond this level, if you don't use a tablet, you will die.
How long does it last?
3 hours.
Alright, we use it. We go down.
Okay. You are now in the silt, so movement
I
is...
wanted to keep mine.
Well, I think he gave everybody 2 of them, right?
I know, but I wanted to keep them both.
I mean, he gave them to you specifically to fight this evil.
Let's keep
Damn
on
it.
going.
Alright, I'll use mine.
Okay. So movement is a little bit like swimming now. The air is very thick, and moving through it is weird. You have a weird buoyancy to you. It's like not quite underwater. It's a weird magical silt effect that you'd only find on Dark Sun. The physics of it don't even make sense. As you approach the basement, the atmosphere becomes more oppressive. The walls seem to close in. The air grows even colder. Unearthly symbols are etched into the stone, hinting at dark rituals. The staircase leads to a foreboding entrance to the basement. Flickering shadows and a sense of foreboding make this level especially ominous, signaling the imminent confrontation with the monster dwelling below.
There's an abomination in here.
Reveal yourself, demon. You wasted our time enough with your petty tricks.
Okay. The difficulties have gone up. So any spotting anything here is going to require a roll.
Is there or do we have someone that is using the glasses or the scope thing? Does that help us see through?
Didn't the halfling take those?
Not sure. The one that see through stuff.
You have the gem that reveals invisible creatures. You could use that.
Yeah. Do we see anything through this?
You look through the gem. Who's looking through it?
Perception check.
Well, I need to know who's using it.
I'll use it.
You're gonna use it? All right. So you hold up the gem and you look around.
Did you find a yokai?
There is an invisible rune in the middle of the room here.
Ooh.
You
Can I
ca-
dispel magic on it?
No. Hang on. You can tell that it's a teleportation circle.
Oh.
Roll an Arcana check.
I let the group know about it. Who has a good Arcana check in this group?
Me.
You're the only one that can currently see it, so it's got to be you.
Can I give it to? Can I give him the gem so he can see it?
If you want, you can pass it to
Yeah,
somebody
well,
else.
I will do that, so they can do the Arcana check, and I'll give them guidance
Okay.
to assist them.
Take this. And that, man, that was almost perfect. 23.
You got a 23 on the Arcana check?
Yes.
Excellent. Okay. Okay, you discern that somebody has rigged up an invisible teleportation circle trap. And if you were to step into it, you would be teleported against your will.
No shit. We must have that.
What the fuck?
Let's-
Is this one of those traps that disappears once it activates?
Yeah, it's mysterious. Who knows what it does, where it goes?
Let's avoid this.
Okay.
Let's go around it.
Since it's invisible, it's pretty hard to avoid for anybody that's not holding the crystal, but if you keep people away from it, you'll be able to navigate the party around it without too much trouble.
Yeah.
Let me try something. So wait, the way this works is that once you step on it, you get like teleported, right?
Yeah.
Could I just send the air elemental to step on it?
You could.
Everyone
really-
stand on it.
You really want to sacrifice him?
I can immediately bring him back from wherever he ends up.
Yeah. How often per day?
Infinite.
Okay.
So touch.
Okay, he goes into the teleportation circle and he's gone.
And now he's back.
He takes a boatload of force damage as he's teleported directly into lava.
So how much force damage are we talking?
50.
Does he even have 50? Hang on. I mean, I was hoping they would just like trapped in a room or something.
Oh no.
Hold on.
Oh no, it's way, way worse than that. It's like you go through that teleporter and you're just dead.
Okay, he's back.
What a hellish existence that elemental has.
Sorry about that.
He was better off where he was.
Yeah. You have an awful master, you elemental.
You owe yourself 2 vacation days. So wait, is the trap off now?
There's no way to know.
Yes.
Well, there is one way. I'm not doing it.
Send the elemental right back to his death again.
It's fucked up, man.
I said I'm not doing that.
That would
Well,
be
we
funny
need
though.
to.
Can we just go around it?
Just to confirm whether it does kill him again.
Try it again.
Anyway, you might want to take that actually because it's like an infinite sacrifice portal just for you. I'm talking to your lord.
So the thing is does he know how far it is? Can you discern that?
You know what? I have a solution to this problem. I'm just gonna hang on. Here, air elemental. Drop these globules of tank, whatever it is, onto the. Well, no, he can't see it, can he? All right, fine, I'll do it. I'll just throw it at the rough area where the trap is.
It lands on the trap and nothing happens.
All right, that's where the trap is. Don't go near it.
Can we determine where that teleportation circle is going to?
It goes straight down into lava. Miles
Okay.
down.
Nice. Let's
Interesting.
avoid it. Let's avoid it and let's go down.
Take a dip in the mantle. It's toasty warm.
Imagine if you were just walking down the street and there was just not like some road, and there was just a rock that said, "The fire rock. Don't touch it or fire."
You touch it, and suddenly you're in lava.
I think I might have been okay, but I don't know
You
about
would have
the other
been
people.
fine. Just be stuck
Yeah.
down there.
Yeah, that's a little bit of an issue.
Okay. You can see the stairs that go even deeper down.
How many levels are there?
Well, you're below the level of silt, so you're practically like underground now. This next level would have to be like a basement or something.
Okay. And that aura is probably worse even now.
Oh yeah. The ominous and cold aura of an undead presence.
Let's keep an someone looking through this gem.
Or
guess we-
arcane eye. I'm checking what's down there.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna keep on looking through the gem then.
So you're going... Are you going to wait for him to do the arcane eye, or are you already moving downstairs?
Oh, you can do the eye, but
Okay.
while I walk around, I'm gonna look through the gem.
Okay.
Don't go down there while I'm scouting.
Okay, so you see more of those unearthly symbols hinting at dark rituals. Let's see here. So your eye floats down the stairs and enters into this bottom floor here, which you can see on the map. And you can see that there's hallways. They go north, south, east, and west. You can see doors. There's 4 of them.
I will zip about in all directions and figure out what's around here.
Okay.
I've had enough of this undead troll.
So the door is open and it can get into the hallway and look around. The doors over here to F, H, and I are all closed, so it can't go in through there.
Can it go through walls?
I don't think so.
Let me double check. Because one. Let's see. A solid barrier blocks the eye's movement, but it can pass through an opening as small as 1 inch in diameter.
So it's able to scout that the hallway is clear. Do you guys want to move down into G?
I guess so.
Okay.
Imagining a lich who just like he traps the heroes, right? With the endless gauntlet of zombies techniques. And one of them just uses spirit guardians. And the plan is just wait until that runs out. With just a sheer wave of zombies.
It's like 10 turns.
Sure,
Wow.
like make it fantastic.
Okay, so here you are in this sort of pie-shaped room here. And there's a single door that leads into a hallway. Who's going first?
I was gonna go first.
All right, you stealth into the hallway, right? You're going to see bones everywhere. It's impossible to move silently because everywhere you walk, the crack of bone under your feet is somewhat audible in the silence down here in the basement.
If you went for a scout and you let us know, I will give you that gem so you can see through stuff.
Oh, okay.
You can see invisible stuff and things like that.
All right. You don't see any additional things with the gem.
The bone room. How delightful. Are they
Nice.
at least nice bones?
I have to go. I'll be back in maybe an hour.
Okay.
I'll talk to you soon. Bye.
Sure. Okay. Suddenly he's attacked by a horde of zombies. He lets out a girlish scream, and I imagine all of you are going to want to respond quickly.
Yeah.
Alright. So, the last stand of the Craglings. They hurl themselves at you bodily, and behind them stands a creature dressed a little more resplendent than the others. I'll put it up on the stream if you want to take a look at it. It's cool looking. He's, like the others, a desiccated, undead creature, but he's dressed like a priest. Like a water priest in blue robes that have seen like 100, maybe 200 years of aging. And he's got a big fat pouch full of gems, and he's holding a religious tome that looks like it's a relic from an ancient age. And he's got these really fancy magic glowing bracers on, and he like claws his hand and snarls as best he can with no lips. And he waves his hand, and the horde of undead rushes forward towards you.
And his name is Herman. So, can I say words at him?
What do you want to say?
Before we do this, why are you doing this?
Okay. The undead hisses at you with an eternal hatred for all living things.
Yeah,
That's a good reason.
Check.
Sounds logical. No question, Ninja.
Yeah.
Is this a fast combat or full combat?
Let's do a full combat with this one.
Do we have a board or?
No.
Yeah. What happens if I cast like a concentration spell around me that does damage if they're in the area?
Are they concentrating on something?
No, me. They do have a role, you know.
Wait, are you saying, are you asking if you're going to break your own concentration with a fireball?
No. Can I cast a concentration? And will it last through the rounds if there's more than one round?
Oh, it's regular combat.
Okay.
So it lasts as long as it lasts in regular combat. Okay, let me do the initiative roll.
Okay.
I have to get rid of a whole bunch of these tokens here. Because we're not doing ship combat right now. So I'm just going to have one token for the Crag and its Craglings. And what's this one? Get rid of that one. Bam. Okay, that's a nice tight little initiative roll there. So Orin's not here. He was the first to see the Crag. Y'all have fought Crags before. Crags used to be priests in their life, and the way they died was so counter to their religion that it caused them to turn into a bitter and horrible undead creature. So this cleric of water died in the silt. He hated the silt more than anything else, and so that twisted him into this horrible abomination that you see before you.
Oh.
Silk, earth, and air.
This seems to be like the
It is.
the worst enemy, you know, of the fire elemental.
So
I'm gonna get something from that one and sacrifice it.
Orin rolls to attack, and he's in stealth, so he has advantage, which is good because I rolled a 3. Oh, an 8. That's not much better. I think it's still good enough to hit, but see, the zombies, they close ranks around the crag, preventing the shot from hitting. So the zombie horde takes the damage. Okay. Taurus, what do you do?
I'm going to go and attack him.
Okay.
Sorry, hold on. I will. I guess chance. I'm gonna attack the crack. Straight up. I don't really. Is there anything else I should probably do? Like, is there anybody else to attack?
Nope, he is a single unit horde with a master in the center that can do legendary actions. So you attack the horde. It's got a lump sum of hit points.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I'll hit the horde of them trying to get to him and hit him. Can someone roll my dice for me? I got a D20 plus 20.
What is it?
Something like that.
What is it, Joe?
It's on my roller.
1d20 plus 19.
Yes.
Redo it.
This one.
Oh, I'll rage first. Sorry, I'll rage.
It's 1d20 or
And,
2d20?
31. That's it.
Damn.
20.
Oh, plus 19. Holy shit.
Yeah. My damage thing.
He can attack twice, so I'm going to do it again. What's your damage roll?
28.
It's a 1d20 plus 20, I think.
You don't have that on your rulers here. 18? 1d20 plus 18?
It's the same.
The same as your attack?
I'm pulling it up real quick. Yeah, it's the same as my attack.
Okay. So we got 2 of those that hit. So rolling damage. And you're using your elemental hammer?
Crit. No,
Yep,
full damage.
The
not
Earth
crit.
Hammer.
Okay.
Wow, 67.
And
that
there's
right?
for the damage you gotta also add 1d6 plus 6. Once per combat.
Okay.
Or once per turn.
So that'll add 7. So a total of 74
radiant.
damage.
Ow.
1d6 plus 6 is radiant.
Alright, the horde's got 84 damage on it now.
Did I crit by chance?
No.
You crit your damage, though.
Okay.
I rolled a 12 and a 9, sorry. Not the
Cool.
best rolls.
It's good enough.
Alright, Krios,
Then
it's
my
your
turn.
move.
Can I engulf them in my wall of flame? Not wall of flame, but in my
Fireball would work. Wall of Flame would not.
not the firestorm. Sorry.
What's the area of your firestorm?
It's like 7. What is it?
It's got to be at least as big as your fireball. It's got to be able to hit the whole horde.
Yeah, it's bigger than the fireball.
Okay.
It's 7d10 with a DC 23
Okay.
plus 5. Did they take the damage?
Yeah, failed the save. How much damage do they take?
Ooh, 56.
56. Alright. Alright, what's 7 times 56? Need a calculator. 392 damage. Not bad. So 392 and 84.
And anything gets on fire, pretty much like that can burn.
476 damage. That's pretty good. Alright, so you set off a massive blast of fire that rips through the horde of undead. Now they're all on fire, and many of them explode apart. The intense heat fracturing their skeletal structure. Okay, the horde of Kraglings, they're all going to attack. So they can make 4 attacks, and they attack Taurus because he's right up in their face. What's Taurus's armor class right now?
21.
21. Okay. Everything hits. Nothing crit, though, so that's good. So each of the zombies that hit you, they're gonna rip into you for a decent chunk of damage.
Glad I didn't reckless attack. You would think I'm a tank or something.
54 damage.
Halved.
Because you're raging. Okay, so from within the horde, the crag itself is casting a spell.
Counter spell.
Okay. He's trying to bestow a curse on Taurus, and you counterspell it. It's 3rd level, so it works right away.
Sweet. I'm so glad I bought that little stick.
Okay. After the crag tries to do the terrible curse, Sol relaxes on the ship and flirts with Oren's girlfriend. And then, Morg, what do you do? He's typing quietly because his throat is sore. He heals Grimorn with Healing Word. Wonderful.
Oh, cool. Thank you. How much is that? $7. Thank you. Do you do anything else?
Seven points of healing. That's not bad.
Hello? Can you hear me?
What's up?
Yes.
Okay. Making sure.
Okay.
Hold action to dispel magic. If any enemy casts magic at base level. Okay. Ring sight, what do you do?
How damage does this fellow?
The horde is on fire. All of them.
Could the air elemental just kind of go in there and do the spinny move?
He's not big enough to hit them all.
Can he hit the guy in the middle?
Nah, he can't get to him.
Can I telekinesis him out?
Nah, you're not allowed to engage with him. You can fire shots at him.
Horde rules, man. Horde rules.
Yeah.
Gotta kill all the horde until you can get to the guy. Raw
Alright.
damage.
Anything you can shoot at him, like a spell you could shoot at him would work, but he gets a bunch of extra AC by being inside the horde.
AoE. AoE.
And an AoE that encompasses the entire horde would hit everybody.
That does a lot of extra damage if you can do that.
If you could do that, it does. Because it
Like,
multiplies by the number of enemies.
I just did like 400 damage or something like that.
392.
Yeah.
I have a fun idea.
Sure, it's
I'm gonna turn into a mechalot.
we don't have room in here. We're inside of a tower.
Yeah,
Oh,
you're
right,
gonna.
I need it. Alright, never mind. Dang it.
It would
I
be
was
pretty
actually-
cramped.
I thought I could just like ram into him so he'd have to attack me.
Mm.
And I'm just a giant wall of hit points.
Well, so is Taurus.
Okay.
He's
so-
currently the front of the attack, leading the assault, landing the melee hits.
I'm just gonna. And I used all my best spells already. I'm just gonna hit him with a sword attack for now. Here's Holy Blade in your eye.
Okay.
You don't have a AoE?
I would, but I used my things.
Low on spell slots. That's fair. There have been a number of encounters. I think we've already hit the 3 they say you're supposed to have.
I was freaking 6. Okay, attack roll. Best 10, I believe. And 11, because he's an evil bastard. Yeah, that sounds about right. I rolled a 1 to attack.
Oh, a miss. All right. Well, back to the top. Orin.
Well, now hold on. I
Yeah.
do have this other attack that isn't as good. Here's sword in your eye.
Did you just attack?
I'm doing a double attack because I'm dual wielding.
What's in your other hand?
So you're doing offhand. You're doing an offhand attack.
Yeah.
Oh, like what's the
It's
weapon
a
in the other
metal
one?
It's a metal short sword.
Gotcha. Like Gandalf up in there attacking with a sword. What are you doing, Gandalf? You're a wizard. You're a wizard, Harry.
Yeah, I'm a wizard paladin. So
You're the hairy wizard. Were you? Did you class paladin now?
no, not literally.
Oh.
Just role playing.
That would make sense actually for his character.
I'm the paladin of chaos.
So do we got numbers yet? What's your attack roll? What's your damage?
Attack roll is like 13.
Oh, that does not hit. You swing your short sword. It ineffectively clangs off a piece of ancient armor that one of these zombies is wearing.
Well, that didn't work.
So Orin is going to fire a shot, and he's going to hit, and he does 3 damage. He says, damn, I wish I could get a sneak attack, but I can't. Now it's at 479 damage. Taurus.
How big is this horde? Like we're fighting?
Yes.
Well, just like before, more and more zombies keep pouring out of the woodwork. They come up out of the ground, they come out of any side passages. There's so many of them. The floor itself is covered with bones, and they're rising up out of the floor.
Does it seem like we're damaging the guy in the middle though?
Yeah, he's part of the horde, so he's taking damage.
Okay.
He definitely took the damage from your spell. That hurt him bad.
I want to know where he's getting all these guys, though.
Well, so it's like a whole city where everybody was murdered here, so there's like no shortage of bodies for him to animate.
Left the bodies at the floor, man.
But can we sacrifice all the defeated zombies?
Zombie's not a good sacrifice. They're too low level.
No,
What if
but
there were thousands of them.
Yeah, even in bulk, you don't get a bonus. The crag itself is worthwhile.
yes.
The rest are just puppets and minions. Nothing
But
of
that's
note.
that is my sacrifice.
Yeah, I'm not arguing that. I just want to loot them.
What's up, Joe? Do you attack?
It's back to me, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hey.
I'll do the same thing I just did.
Are you not at your computer? Do you need me to roll it?
No, yeah, I'm at Papa John's waiting for my food.
Rolling it.
Sorry, guys.
You swing your hammer one way, and then you swing your hammer back the other way. Well, you didn't crit fail, so both of those will hit. Let's roll some damage. The armor class on these undead is pretty low. They're not that hard to hit. Oh, max damage! Joe, I just did double 20s.
No way.
Yes.
Alright.
You just hit.
Was that a crit?
You just hit for 78 damage and defeated the enemies.
What the
Congrats.
I am hitting with a blunt weapon on zombies.
You exploded these guys.
Taurus smashes his way through the remaining undead and manages to land a blow on the crag himself, who is smashed to the floor into pieces.
And things are burning everywhere.
All right, well, congratulations. You seem to have defeated the evil. What do you want to do now?
Is there a change in the room, like
I want to loot his
the
body.
aura? Yeah, for sure. But is there like a change in the aura that now we kill this thing?
Yeah, the room is immediately much hotter than it was. It was being kept supernaturally cold, but now the heat of the afternoon is starting to bleed in.
Do we find anything religious, magical items?
Okay. The crag has bracers, a book, a bag, and a ring.
Can we identify them all?
All right. You spend 40 minutes casting Identify multiple times.
Yes.
While they're casting Identify, I want to just look through the room and see if there's anything worth a note, any lore, any writings maybe that might be in here.
Nah, nothing would have survived the ages.
Nothing even carved in stone. Nothing.
Nah, there were only those,
That
like,
the crack is done.
esoteric magical symbols carved into the walls. That's all you'd find.
Did the detect magic, does it show an aura in the room? Like, is there something on the walls that glows?
Nah. The magic was in the crag himself.
So no curse in the walls or something like that. Okay.
Nah, you don't see a curse.
Okay.
None of the loot seems like
Yeah.
it has any lore or information on it, or why.
Oh, one of them definitely does, because it's a book of exalted deeds.
Ooh.
What?
Well,
Whoa.
then I want to read the book.
Oh.
I was literally saying anything I could read, any knowledge. You're like,
Wait.
no,
What
there's
is-
nothing in here.
What's the
Nothing
plus?
in the room.
What is the plus for that one?
I don't think books have pluses.
No? But what does it do?
The link is on the card.
Is it a magical book? Does the detect magic say it's magical?
Well, an Identify was just cast on it, so it is definitely a magic item.
Okay, I'm rolling. What do I need to roll to know what this is?
This is the definitive treatise on all that is good in the multiverse. The fabled book of exalted deeds figures prominently in many religions.
Okay, but how do I know what it is? Like as the character.
Well, you cast Identify on it.
Identify.
I would like this, but I can't
No.
read.
Exactly. I'm like, wait a second, hold on. Excuse me. I spent the entire downtime trying to learn how to read for this moment.
What-
Give me my moment.
With
Yeah,
notes
Thank you.
about
Thank you for
dogs.
identifying it. Give me my moment. I'd like to read the
What is
book.
it-
I don't think you can just, like,
Start
read it
skimming
just like
through it.
that.
what is
No.
it?
I just want to skim through it and just see like if there's anything of
not.
note that tells
What
what
is
this
it?
thing is
You have
about.
to attune to it first as a class.
It says, once the book is opened, the attuned creature must spend 80 hours reading and studying the book. So you can't just figure it out like that. You just, like, you can open it for sure, but you don't get much
No,
from
no,
it.
I just- like
You're the worst person to read this thing, actually, because if you ever do something not good, all the powers vanish.
I am a good person.
Yeah,
I'm
but you have a magical.
only doing stuff
fucking-
that's good.
You're a half giant.
I am bound to the good spectrum.
Well, you only have to do one good thing every 10 days, so he could probably manage that.
Yeah, but if you do a bad thing, then it gets
I don't
undone.
even know what it is. Can you tell me what it is? Sorry.
What does it do exactly?
Hold
What?
on. Sorry. I'll be right back. One second.
Here, I'll link it to you. There it is.
I'm looking at it, but if there's a easy way to explain it.
It teaches you how to be good to the
Okay.
infinite degree
Okay.
and gives you a handful of superpowers.
Like
It
what?
makes your cleric spells one level higher.
Oh.
It's super powerful.
Well, I would probably be the one that benefits from it, you know?
You
Yeah,
would.
but you're not a good person.
No, but I do good things. I'm neutral.
If you ever do a bad thing, then you lose all the powers.
Do I do bad things?
Occasionally.
The wisdom score increases by 2.
Yeah, but that gets undone if you ever do a bad thing once.
Okay. And so, that's my challenge. I'm the cleric. I would
Yeah,
benefit a lot by a plus 2.
Fireman.
Does that tell me to go and to become good? Like, how does that work?
It is like the manual on being good.
It sure is.
So you can become good while using this.
Okay.
Would you not rather to have me as a good character?
Well, I assume reading the book would make you more good if you're inclined to be good, because it's how to be
Alright,
good.
I'm sorry. I'm back. Sorry, like the pizza.
Because truly, like, the bonuses are really just for a cleric, so nobody else would benefit from it.
But I want to read it.
Okay. Like it makes you poison proof, that's benefit. Also,
I'm making you guys
Because-
poison proof.
just a fun
Constantly.
idea. You could just hold the book open and attach it to a stick, and then whenever an evil creature comes by to eat your entrails, you just wave it in front of their face, and they immediately spontaneously combust.
Its side powers are pretty good too, like the resistance to radiant damage. That's a cool resistance that you don't get many ways. And then speed increase. That's powerful too.
Wait a second, I just realized something. Can Corganard read?
Yeah.
I'm telling him that we have this.
All right.
With
Okay. Wait a second. Okay. Like, this has to go to kind of a group decision. Can't just send it away.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just telling him we have. Alright, he's like the incarnation of good. So if anyone knows what should be done with it, it would be him.
He would definitely benefit from having this book. It would make him way more powerful than he already is.
Like, there are
Okay.
benefits to all of us having it, because Taurus can read, and Grimoire is.
I'm gonna read this book before we decide.
No,
what to do
it
with
doesn't do me any good if it goes away. That's the thing. It's
Yeah,
like-
I forgot to mention. Once you're done with it, it disappears, meaning that
Yeah.
if you morally mess up, you're not getting it back.
I don't understand. So once I
Okay.
read it, it's done.
Once you read
Yeah.
it, you get all the benefits, and from that point on forever, you must do a good thing every 10 days and never do a bad thing. And if you do, you lose all of the benefits and you have to go find it again somewhere in the infinite reality that you can't get to.
I'm confused. So if I do anything bad, then the powers go away.
Alright, anyways, like
Yeah.
it is clearly an item for a cleric, but you guys want to give it away.
It's
or
also not
use it
very
on
well
a
defined
or
in
use it
terms
on a
of stats,
barbarian.
But like,
Yeah,
You
I
don't
don't want to. Sorry, I don't want to take the item. I'm saying I just want to read it because it's a book. I just want to understand what it's about. I don't want to like consume the item.
Well, it's an attuned item that you have to hang on to maintain the benefits of it. So it would be like a permanent part of your character if you do read the book.
well, he could just read it and then not finish it, and then give it to Corganard unattuned from it. It only disappears if you finish reading it.
so I gotta have someone tell me how it ends.
I guess so.
That might count. Let's not.
Okay.
Let's not play with G.
I'm good.
rules.
I'm good. Like that makes sense to me.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna make a point not to finish this book, but I just want to, you know.
But yeah, having the guy who we know can already cast like 9th level spells, have the book, sounds like the smart plan. So yeah, I'm gonna tell him and see what he has to say about it.
Yeah, Korganard would be very interested in reading the book. It sounds quite powerful.
I'll say this though. I'll say this for the. I'm speaking for me. I don't know about the rest of the group, but before we start giving anything to anybody, even Korganard, we have to discuss as a group. You can't just say, "Oh, this should go to somebody." I'm just saying, just in the future, because Korganard's an ally to you, but he's not an ally to everybody
Excuse me.
as much. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Oh, as much.
Like,
All right,
everyone
fair
has
enough.
different relationships with everybody. Like, I have a relationship with Nibene more so than anybody else. You know? Soul has relationships with a lot more people than just, than everyone else does, you know? He has literally spent tons of his downtime, making contacts with people. So
I'm not sure how many
Well,
of them
look.
would desire or should have this item.
All right. Anyways, let's not make a decision like that one when not everyone is here.
Hmm.
I don't know.
no, I'm just saying it. I'm just for future reference that before we start, just hey, let's contact somebody and let them know we have this book for them. You know, because now you kind of just promise that book to Korganard. You know, based on what you said before. And we haven't even decided who's gonna get it, what's gonna happen.
What are the other items, anyways?
Bracers, a ring.
Is there anything that has to do with, like, you're saying that he was like an ancient, like a water cleric?
He was, yes.
Yeah, and is there any of these magical items that are related to the water elemental world?
No, not specifically. I guess the Ring of Free Action, I mean, it was created by a water cleric, so technically it's a water item.
Feels
What is
kind
it?
of lame.
A ring of what? Water what?
Ring of Free Action.
Yeah.
Oh, free action. I don't have any slots for more
It
rings.
says difficult terrain doesn't cost you extra movement, and magic can neither reduce your speed nor cause you to be paralyzed or restrained.
It's pretty good in the silk.
But it does require attunement.
What is the bracer? The bracer.
Standard bracers of defense. It just gives you 2 to AC.
Honestly, I don't think anyone's gonna want to use that. I'd hold it for next session. But it might be a
we
worthy
do have
sacrifice.
an entire crew of not pirates up there.
Yeah, but I was saying, so we're talking about a water item that he can sacrifice.
No,
We
there's
have- we have
nothing.
to private-
Water item.
There's nothing worth it in this.
It wouldn't
Said the
be.
ring of free action is a water item.
It wouldn't be a good sacrifice. Just because it was made by a water cleric doesn't mean it's like religiously significant in
No.
any
Oh,
way.
okay.
We
Well
get,
then,
The
I
water
take
priest
back what I
black
said.
shoe.
yeah. The sacrifice is the body of the of this creature. Pretty much, getting rid of
I'll
this.
take back what
presence.
I'll take back what I said about Ringside's suggestion. It's probably something we could give to our crew members, like someone on the boarding party, maybe.
No, it was a good sacrifice. We killed the evil water cleric that was possessed by a demon living in the bottom of this.
Yeah.
Is there anything else on him?
Nah, that was it.
Crap. You know, you disappointed me the entire time I was here.
You're saying that to the undead?
Yes.
He had the most powerful holy book in the universe. What are you talking about, disappointed?
I'm disappointed in the sense that, like, that was he had one legendary super god item and defended it with, I guess, all right. A lot of it was fire based, so I can't entirely blame him on that one. But still, like we just walked into his house and stole the book of ultimate power, and everything else on him was basically junk.
Well, magic items are never junk. They're all quite valuable if you sell them. If you happen to need them, they're useful. Ring of Free Actions, quite good.
Yep. If you don't have any rings, you can put that on. And
I mean, even if you do have rings, the Ring of Free Action is quite good.
like I've cast like free action like many times, you know, just to avoid being stuck or whatever.
And also, he had a diamond worth 1,200 ceramic pieces. You could resurrect somebody with that.
I didn't
Yes.
see that. Wait, could we
It's-
break it in half and resurrect two
No,
people?
no.
So,
it's
like any cleric worth his salt, he does carry a diamond to resurrect his friend.
it's the entire diamond that goes.
Yeah, but if we break it into 2 diamonds, then it would be worth 600 each.
If you went, well, you need 1,000 for the resurrection. So if you went to a jeweler, you could chip off the 200 worth and keep the
But
1,000.
we like I would keep everything anyways because I use diamond in a lot of other spells anyways.
Yeah.
Original like all the healing spells that I do, the bigger one, they require a lot of gems and stuff like that.
I'll give you 1,000 worth of diamonds for this big diamond.
Why do you want the big diamond?
Because it's rare.
It's bigger.
He needs 1 diamond to do resurrection.
It actually is rarer because the average diamond is 1,000 and this is 1,200. So it's like 20% fatter than your average big diamond.
Yeah.
I think I need the 1 diamond.
I'll give you the
No, it's
1,000.
I don't think it's worth of. I think it's like worth 1,000.
I know. I'll give you a 1,000 diamond.
1
this
diamond
12.
worth.
Yeah, 1 diamond worth 1,000. I have that.
I find it interesting that money, like gold, is used for currency in D&D.
Every gym that we've ever encountered since we've been playing, I have not sold any of our gyms. I have kept all the gyms that we've ever had that that no one else took.
Alright.
I don't know if you knew that, Taro, but like I literally collect every single gym we ever get. If you guys let me.
Long says, "How is your barrel of gems not full?"
Because I had to increase the size of the of my my barrel. Oh, I haven't shown everybody that yet.
Barrel of holding.
My barrel of holding is now a ton.
Alright, if we're not stopping, and I assume we aren't, I will be back in like 15 minutes. I need to go take care of some.
Okay.
Ooh, this is delicious.
Okay, so after clearing the tower, are you going to return to the airship?
Yeah, I guess so.
All right.
We haven't gone
like
into
to
the
see how the-
city or anything.
So
land.
We can go back to the Silk guy.
okay, I was just gonna ask that. So you take the airship back to the Silk guy. He is overjoyed that you have defeated the evil. Oh, also, did you do the sacrifice there?
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's roll that. Let's quick do that before meeting the Silk guy.
Was the roll?
Yeah, you just roll your religion check, and then we're gonna add modifiers.
I'll get a bardic inspiration.
I guess if you send to get Sia, because he was on the airship, but he could come over for that. Sure. What is it? A D8 now?
D10.
10. All right, I'll roll it. He.
Oh, I was gonna roll it.
Okay, yeah, go ahead. You can roll it.
Yeah. I just gotta double check a few things. I got. Is there anything that gives me advantage?
On a religion check, only if you have a item of sacrifice. That'll give you advantage.
Well, we don't really have an item, but we have the corpse.
No, it's an enchantment that is on an item, so if you had, like, a magic dagger of sacrifice, the specific enchantment says when you make
Like a ritual dagger.
a ritual sacrifice roll, you have advantage on the roll, I would say that.
Can somebody assist, though?
Another person who's proficient in religion can assist, yeah.
We get tarot.
Is Taro
They can make a
actually
joint
proficient?
sacrifice.
I don't know.
I'm going to check his character sheet. I'm not sure he is. He might not be.
Because he's done them before, so.
Well, you can make an ability roll without being proficient, but you can't assist somebody in an ability roll without being proficient. He is proficient, so he has +7. He can't roll a 1, 2, or 3. He rolls a 17. He gives you advantage.
Let me re-roll
Did
this
they
one.
roleplay some way that it could be a joint sacrifice for air and fire?
Sure.
So.
15.
No, 31.
31. And you spend an hour doing the ceremony. Is it a prime location? No. Empowered. Conducted in a consecrated area? No. Destined. Unhallowed or hallowed? No, that's not going to benefit you. Witnessed. Is it in the presence of an agent of your deity or patron?
It's a water element, and I'm fire.
No, it would be fire. So this would be like if you do it in the presence of a fire elemental or something.
Oh, okay. Well, I can cast a fire elemental.
Okay, if you summon a fire elemental, I'll give you that one.
I'll do that.
Okay. Conducted in front of more than 10. Sure, I'll give you that one. Tortured? No. Injured? Yeah. Smashed to bits. Counter alignment? Yeah.
Yeah. Direct contra, water slide.
That gives you +1. Hit dice of the creature, that gives you +3. Counter God, that gives you +2. Hated by the deity, that's true. That'll give you another +1. Alright, your result is 43.
Nice. 31 plus whatever.
That'll get you a 7th level effect. Alright. What should that effect be? Gonna look at the 7th level spells for a minute here. Do you have anything in mind when you make the sacrifice?
I was the thing I was talking about for the the eternal.
I
flame.
noticed someone spying my sheets is something needed.
I was checking if you were proficient in religion, so you could do a assist roll on a sacrifice, and you succeeded.
I am.
I was talking about having contact with the world of flames, be able to ask questions.
Hey, maybe you can sacrifice that
alright.
lava portal to the fire god.
Sacrifice a what?
The lava portal.
Oh, it's gone.
Oh, what?
Well, no, that's not. No, the other thing, Ninja.
Dream of the Blue Veil, 7th level conjuration. You and up to 8 willing creatures within range fall unconscious for the spell's duration and experience visions of another world. This will be the Plane of Fire. The visions conclude with each of you encountering and pulling back a mysterious blue curtain. The spell then ends with you mentally and physically transported to the world that was in the visions. Alright, a massive portal to the Plane of Fire is opened up around you guys.
Uh-oh.
Is this an invitation?
It appears to be.
Is it a vision?
It starts as a vision.
Can we step in?
If you'd like to, do you want to go to the Plane of Fire?
Can I attempt?
Uh-oh.
Yeah, you can walk right in.
I'm gonna
I
attempt.
guess I'll go with him and stay freaking clung to his cloak so I don't burst into flames.
You gotta stay right next to me.
All
I'll
right.
go too.
To the Plane of Fire. Whoosh.
I'll go with him. I assume everybody will go with him.
If you stay in my circle, like 30 feet, you're safe.
I have resistance to fire.
No, this is different.
Your destination in the other world is a safe location within 1 mile of where the magic item was created. So this will go to the City of Brass. There's a plaza in the City of Brass, and that's where it's going to be.
And we're safe. We can be in the environment.
It is it's on fire like everything is, so it's safe-ish. You still have to be fire immune to even walk around here, but other than that, there's nothing trying to kill you.
That's pretty good. There has to be some. Is there anyone we can talk to? Like, what do we see for people or creatures?
There would be Jinn walking around.
Just casually.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make sure to keep that item hidden, like deep somewhere. Because I freed the Efriti, huh? So now I still have like the item that can capture one.
You gonna try to catch one of these Jinn here
No, I don't want to cause trouble.
and piss them all off?
Throw a freaking Pokeball.
Yeah. But are they like do they see us? Like, are they like disturbed by our presence?
Yeah, the populace of the City of Brass will be quite surprised that a portal to the material plane is opened up here. You'll probably be approached by several fire elemental type creatures.
Well, I'll introduce myself in the group, but like talking into like the language from the land. We're followers, where I am.
Okay, so what do you want to? What do you want to do while you're here in the Plane of Fire?
Is there a merchant somewhere?
You are in a plaza in a city, so there would be a merchant who crafts and sells magic items, and that's why the spell brought you here.
Wow.
Let's go and take a look at that.
Orin,
I just got
we're
back.
not in Athos anymore. You hear me?
We found a place.
Well, it's kind of up to him if he.
Space.
So Orin, there was a ritual sacrifice going on. They sacrificed the undead creature to the god of fire, and as a reward, the god of fire has opened a portal to the Plane of Fire here, and Grimorn walked through.
Okay.
So Grimorn, Ringsight, and Taurus have all gone to the Plane of Fire. So it's up to you if you walk through or not. But you have to stay close to Grimorn if you do want to go there.
I'm not sure why I would.
Curiosity.
curiosity is about it. Like,
So basically, he's gone on a shopping trip in the Plane of Fire where he can buy fire magic items from a shop that creates magic fire items.
I don't know. I'm kind of good.
All right. We can settle this out of the actual main game as just like a buying and selling session
Yep.
after the game.
That's cool.
So you detour
just
to the
can't-
Plane of Fire and then return before the portal closes forever.
I can't think
Forever,
of
Jesus.
a good reason, especially after what happened in the Road of Fire. Past Charvass.
Can we also make some friends, or can I try to make some friends or some like acquaintances or anything, and just talk to some people?
Carousing would require too much time. The portal doesn't stay open for that long. I think it's like 10 minutes or something. The length of a ritual.
Well, I will shake hands with people while we're browsing
Okay.
the shop.
Your hand gets burned.
And what does brass look like?
Fire resistant. And I'm
Well-
with him.
There's tall buildings all around, and they have big domed tops, and everything is on fire everywhere. The sky is on fire. The people walking around are on fire, have fire for hair.
It's kind of a problem with the elemental planes. So what's on this dimension anyway? Fire? Anything else? No.
Just fire. Fire on fire and lava.
I'll just tell them, like, you know,
The fire's on
we
fire.
Yeah.
there's a fire temple, lots of followers of flame in Tyr.
Wait, are there temples around here?
In the Plane of Fire, would they have temples to themselves? Probably not.
I don't know, to the big fire head honcho.
That's a good question.
Is there symbols of like the Lord of Flames in that world?
Well, he is the ruler of the place, so probably, I don't know. Maybe they got a statue made of fire.
Would it be possible to buy like all these symbols from this plane?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna buy a bunch of that.
Okay.
We'll handle the buying after the game.
Yeah. So, after returning from the Plane of Fire and returning to the ship, you went to the Silt Cleric, and he was overjoyed that you defeated the evil.
Hey, can I do one more thing before we leave that place?
Okay.
I'm gonna empty out a bottle of spiced... Well, no, I have a better idea. I'm gonna offer a bottle of spiced mead to one of these fire lads around here.
Sure. Free beer. Why not?
And then I will fill it up with some, I don't know, fire dirt.
You wanted an empty bottle so you could take some of the Plane of Fire back with you.
Yes.
Wouldn't glass just melt if you had some
Yeah,
fire dirt in it?
You have like fire element, like permanent element in it.
I
Get really
don't
hot and you
know.
wouldn't want to hold it either.
I might as well give it a shot.
It doesn't work out very well.
Oh yeah, that's cool. Okay.
All right. So, he...
What is he saying?
He's overjoyed that you defeated the evil, and now he can swim around in peace without having to worry about undead all the time.
Did we get a chance to speak to the Lord of Flame while we were in here?
No.
No.
You were just at some regular magic shop in a town on the Plane of Fire.
So
Why did
no
you
one came to
call
meet
us
us?
Well, the people that were there,
Okay,
like,
shop.
you met the shopkeeper and a few people that were on the street.
Gotcha.
Like I said, there was a djinn there, and he was surprised that a portal opened up.
Gotcha. So we did get to see some cool stuff.
I mean, a portal to another dimension, that is pretty cool. That's a major thing. That's something
Yeah,
that
we were-
Grimorn was trying to do for a long time, too. He's been planning to travel to the City of Brass, and now he's achieved it for the first time.
Yeah. We'll have to build some contacts over there, you know.
But we were allowed to go there in peace this time, right? That's kind of the kicker.
Yeah, the spell brought you to a safe location where you would not be attacked.
Cool.
That's awesome.
I guess that's worth the note as well. I guess. So now Grimorn has that knowledge that there is safe places within the city of Brass that we can travel to, not just all hostile.
Well, it's interesting, because what happens when I'm in Brass with the lantern? Like the lantern, the light always points towards Brass.
It would spin.
Where's the brass in here?
Yeah, all the domes on top of the towers are made of brass.
And okay, so what happens with the Silk Cleric? He's very happy.
Um,
What else?
I'm going to add, don't forget our deal, our promise. We will be calling on you.
For an alliance of different clerics of different groups. A non-denominational cleric gang. He's skeptical, but he'll uphold his end of the bargain.
Sweet.
Oh, good call. Good call, Will.
Yeah.
Forgot
Well,
about
it's
that.
make sure that and I'll give him like one of those sending stones.
Okay.
We'll call you.
You can always contact us. Let us know if you're in danger, or the other way around.
Yeah.
Do we have extra sending
Or you'll
stones?
come.
Yeah, I did
Okay.
have one.
What if I give you guys 2 more of those bones? Oh, sorry, guys.
I'm going to take a 5-minute break to make coffee, so I will be back soon.
Get them in tier, wherever. They're not like super expensive.
So, what I missed was you descended into the sand somehow,
Mm-hmm.
cleared the sand away, and then
Yeah, there
found
was zombies and some sort of ancient, defiled water cleric from an ancient time,
Oh,
and he was the one like it was like a giant group of zombies that kept on coming out of nowhere, and him in the middle. There's this super scroll, but I read it and it doesn't matter. I can't even use it, so I'm fine with Korganard getting it. That's where I would go towards him, or even so. I would say Sathira, the lady who is the light cleric. You know,
Well,
the
it
from the
forces them to
Veil
stay good, right?
I'm
Well,
pretty
but
sure
this-
she's good.
this super scroll does what?
It's
Ideas?
it increase your cleric spells by 1 level of cleric.
I thought she wasn't a cleric.
She is a cleric of
Well-
of the sun. The other thing too is that it gives you a +2 willpower. It
Oh.
teaches you how to be good. It gives you protection, like resistance against radiant damage or some shit like that. Divine magic. Some other stuff too.
Pretty much, it's the ultimate cleric item.
Yeah, but it's for somebody who's of a good alignment, and that and it teaches you to be good. So you never
Can't do
can
anything bad.
anything bad ever, and you have to do something good every 10 days.
Yeah,
Which
basically,
is-
if we want to make another Avengion at some point, this is the type of person we
Yeah.
have to give it to.
As long as he's
Can I
cleric,
do it?
because the Evangelion, the problem with that, even if they're good, is that they're not necessarily clerics. They're most
It doesn't-
likely they're going to
Do
be
you-
sorcerers.
Do you have any clerics? Sorry, do you have any clerics at your temple
Temple?
that you trust that are good?
No,
That would exclusively be good?
no, we're mostly chaotic.
And that's the
Well,
thing.
chaotic,
Like
you can be
that's
chaotic good.
what gave me pause going to the
The
plane of
book
fire.
is not specifically something for cleric or paladins.
No, it's for a good individual. So I think if Sadira is super high level like sun cleric and she's good, I think it would be more advantageous for her because she's a cleric.
I can also use it.
Yeah, and Korganard is not necessarily. He's not a cleric. He's a wizard.
Yeah, but why do you keep saying cleric? You don't need to be a cleric for it.
It
Well, it's
also
because-
gives bonus to cleric spells.
Yeah, like it can.
No, it doesn't.
Increase their wisdom by 2.
Yeah.
It
Well, it's anybody
also
uses wisdom.
no, but if you're when
Druid.
you're a cleric,
Druid too.
your spells you're casting them at +1 level.
Druids
No,
too.
it doesn't. You're talking about the. You're
He's talking
looking
about
at
spell
the.
modifier.
You're looking at the wiki. The wiki gives you random properties. One of the random properties might be enlightened magic, which is what you're talking about, but this specific book does not have enlightened magic. It doesn't have that.
Which one does it
The
have?
random powers that it added that Ninja rolled for is once you're attuned to the 2 minor powers it has is immune to disease and resistance to radiant damage. The 2
okay.
major powers he rolled were wisdom increased by 2 and while you're attuned, your walking speed increases by 10. It doesn't have the +1 to spell for cleric.
So it's
paladins.
not. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, it doesn't matter then. Anyways, it goes to NPC.
Well, then-
you know?
+2 to wisdom.
What isn't this like an artifact? Basically, you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an artifact. But you can't do
It's an
anything
artifact
bad.
of goodness.
Okay.
The problem is if you do anything bad, it goes away. And you have to know how to read.
Yeah. So it has to go to somebody who's good.
We have people like
It'll
that.
increase your wisdom.
If I learn how to read, I could use it.
It's
Plus
also
2
gonna
wisdom,
take up
pretty
an
good.
It takes up an attunement slot too.
Well,
If
that's
I
a
would,
pretty
I would get rid
worthwhile-
of my Frostwood staff.
That's a pretty worthwhile attunement slot. Are you kidding me?
Yes, it is.
Yeah. But additionally, Ringsight hasn't said anything about that. He wouldn't want it.
Well, he wants to give it to Korganard. That was his automatic. Yeah.
Oh, well, okay.
But to be honest, like if it benefits somebody in the group, I would rather it stays in the group.
I'm
Yeah.
back.
Problem is that person now cannot do anything evil.
Yeah, well, that's fine. That's their
How is
roleplay.
how is that a problem?
That's not a problem. That's oh, you play your character. That's all.
Don't be evil. That used to be Google's
I
motto.
don't know.
No, I'm saying it makes them. So like my character's fixed good alignment, but I
Yeah,
can
but
do.
we don't
evil
benefit.
things.
We don't benefit from Korganard having it. You know, we benefit if like somebody like Will or Morg has it. You know. Like-
I would imagine that either Morg or Tarot or Ringstead, I mean to say.
Yeah, but it's like Morg. It would be great. Okay, one because if it's the +2 wisdom, it's really good for him because he's a
I thought-
druid.
Okay. Well, then there you go.
And
I
the-
would trade my Frostwood staff for it.
Yeah, dude. Like, I think, like, to be honest, that item is really for Morg because all the other bonuses are actually really good for him.
I thought I thought wisdom was used.
Oh yeah, you got a
for,
point. The movement speed.
Yeah. Movement speed and wisdom is great for him because he's druid.
Right.
And also, I don't know if we ever fight anything that does radiant damage, but if
What
it
would
did,
you
I
be,
partially
at
act
like
as a tank.
you'd be at 21 wisdom.
Right now, yeah, because I'm only at 19. But
Yeah, so-
if I get or no, I'm at 18 right now. But if I get another spell stat
Yeah.
increase thing, I'll put it into that. Then I can have 22.
So you're going no. You're gonna have to first off. You're gonna have to level up first, and then
Yeah,
use
when
it
it's next.
It
because
takes 80 hours to use, anyways. 80 hours of reading.
no, because you need to already be at 20 to get the bonus up to 22.
Yeah.
Well, do you know how to read yet?
No, that's what I said. I need to learn how to read.
But yeah, it's fine because it would. I don't know. I would rather it goes to one of our characters that wants to play it than going to
if-
NPC that we're not gonna see the difference if they have it.
If I
Ninja,
read it to
if-
him, Ninja,
Do I get benefits?
yeah. If I read it to him while I'm reading it,
If he holds the book while you read it over his shoulder and he absorbs the knowledge that way, sure. 80 hours though.
There you go.
It's commitment.
Yeah,
I'll
you
help,
guys can
I'll
do
help
that.
him with it.
It's time for bedtime stories.
Holy
we just do
tutor.
bedtime stories.
Yeah.
I'll read it to him, and then I'll let him read the last words by
Can
himself.
can I eventually get proficiency with reading from Taurus?
See spot run.
Uh,
Well,
I mean, you'd have to train a lot longer than that to learn to read.
Spot is a
I
good
trained
dog.
for 30. It was 30 weeks, I think.
It
to
could
learn.
count
Well, for
towards your
me.
training, I suppose,
Okay.
but it would take longer than that.
Be right back.
Pretty cool.
What's that, like 10 days, reading 8 hours a day?
Yep.
As a job, till you're holy, a holy man?
We're talking about like go to bed. When we're going to go to bed. Long rest time.
It's like 40 days of 2 hours of reading per like you're staying up doing a rest or something, light activity.
Well, wait a second though. Like, even if we've done the tower now, we haven't gone in the city. We haven't gone where the crater is.
Was the
What is
thing
it?
causing the curse stuff? Did we kill that? Was that the thing we killed in the tower, or is that something
Yep.
else?
When you got down to the basement and you were fighting it, you hit it with the biggest fire spell, and then Taurus slammed it with his hammer and got like max damage on both hits, and it finished it off.
That was fast.
So his weapon does a
That's really
d20, and I rolled double 20s.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, what the fuck? Big hit.
I wasn't even here. I was getting pizza.
Yeah, I just happened to pass on my broken DM luck to you.
I love it.
But
really
do we
seem to
need
have
do we need to go in the city? Like,
We need to
don't we
clear out
want to
the
explore
city.
that?
Yeah, we want to loot the city.
Giustenal?
It should be pretty safe now, right? Now that the ocean's
Ah,
gone.
Oh,
Hell
safer.
no, it's covered in terrifying giant birds.
Well, it's
All the
safer
razor
now.
wing stuff.
There's razor wings everywhere. There's not really any way to get into the city without fighting something. Either you're fighting razor wings at the walls or you're fighting silt horrors in the silt out there. You are able to
Whoa.
pop your tablets and go through the silt to get in.
Hold on. Isn't the silt cleric keeping the silt horrors away from us?
He rubbed stuff on you. You're the only one that's immune to silt horrors because you stink.
Oh.
I mean, if everybody else wants a body rub with his weird, like, oily
I'll do
plant
the body
crap,
rub.
that'll
I'll
keep
do
the
the
silt
body rub.
horrors away.
I think we should all do that. Covering that.
Okay. To repay his debt, the silt cleric is going to reach into his alchemist's bag and pull out a whole bunch of this plant that he collects from the silt shore here, and he grinds it to a paste in his mortar and pestle, and then he applies it like a salve or a balm. And as long as it's on you, you stink really bad, and it'll keep those silt horrors at a good distance, hundreds of feet away from you at a minimum.
Nice.
Now we just gotta worry about razor wings.
The razor wings are only up on the walls. If you go through the silt, that part of the city is submerged, so you can just swim
Yeah.
through.
We'll swim through.
Okay.
I wanna scour the city and look and see if there's anything worth
Yeah.
retrieving. I want to do that before the dwarfs and then try to do the same thing.
Okay, so anybody who hasn't already used their tablet must use their tablet for this part when you go through the silt to get into the city. You have your choice. Do you go on the east or west side? You're either going to 14 or 12 here.
Yeah, I think we'll go to 14 first.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you go to the east where the silt dude was, and you just travel north into the silt. He'll go with you because this is where he was hanging out anyway. And you all just swim out, and he will show you the ropes. He's been doing this for like 30 years, and he knows the area really well. And the silt horrors keep a wide berth because they don't like the stench.
Yeah.
And he'll show you where this gap in the wall is here, and you're able to get through, and you start swimming in between these buildings here, and eventually the street goes up and up and up and around and starts to be like up out of the silt. And the silt cleric says, this is as far as I go. I'm going to return to my silt and return to me hunting. Call on me with the stone when you will. Farewell.
Thanks for your guidance.
Cool. So what do we find in 14?
14. Into the city. Alright, let me find it here. You're past
Dude,
the
that's
silt
6.
pits.
We need to go to 7.
Yeah, we'll make it there.
All right. You're in the streets of an ancient and ruined city. The buildings here look fancy. They adjoin the eastern side of the palace. So I guess the palace is that large building that you can see to the west with the huge crack in it. And these adjoining buildings here must have been where the Templars of the city lived. So the Sorcerer King lived in his palace there, and his richest, most powerful men, they all lived in these large mansions. They're completely destroyed now, but you can tell that they must have been opulent. The people here must have been incredibly wealthy.
Can we scan for anything?
Well, there's nothing out here on the street. Would you like to enter one of the buildings?
Yep.
Yeah, you guys want to give it a try? Well, let's keep an eye open.
I'll be cautious, but
Who knows what might be hiding in these buildings?
cautious and respectful, of course,
Okay.
and desecrate anything.
When you enter the building, there is a terrible racket. As a large creature scrabbles and claws its way out an open window and out into the silt.
What is it, a stilt spawn?
Yeah, it was a silt horror. It couldn't stand the smell. It got the hell out of here.
Nice.
Yeah, let's
What do you
look
see in
around
there?
in there and
What do you see in there?
Okay, well, the building is mostly destroyed, and in the middle of the floor, where the floor is basically collapsed in, and there's a quicksand pit that the silt horror was living in. So, you're currently able to breathe in silt, so if you want to dive into it, it's pretty thin. It's not as thick as sand. You could actually, like, get down into it and swim down to see if there's anything.
yeah, I'll do that.
All right. You investigate the silt horror nest. Let's see what you find.
Wow.
What happened while I was gone?
Whole bunch.
How much is a bunch?
All right. Somebody talk to him in character.
We met with a cleric. He rubbed balm on us. Now the silt horrors don't like us. They're staying away from us, not bothering us at all. We decided to go into the city since we already have our tablets cracked, so we can breathe in silt and stuff. Now we're investigating the silt city. We're on 14. We walked in, and when we walked in cautiously and respectfully, the silt horror panicked and ran out of the window because it smelled us. So we just avoided entire combat with the silt horror because he just didn't want to smell us. And he headed back into the silt.
Almost a shame.
And now we are. I just dived into where he came out of, his nest area, and I'm looking through the silt for any treasures and what may be lying beneath the sand or the silt.
I'd like to do
There
that
you go.
too. I believe athletics counts as swim, but 14 is where we are on the board right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're in this large building where Taurus's figurine is. One of these old Templar mansions, right here.
Okay.
I'll caution though that we should probably stay together because he said that it would avoid the bomb would deter silt spawn, but I think because there's like 5 of us who have bomb all over us, that's why the silt horror went away.
Yeah.
It is a dangerous area. This has been an abandoned, and there's also razor wings still.
But they have to fly, so they can't go
Yeah.
in the silt.
The walls of the city are 40 feet high, and the razorwings nest in the very top of those tall walls. So they basically attack anything up in the sky. Had you tried to fly the airship over the wall, the very aggressive birds would immediately swarm. So taking this route through the silt avoids all of that.
But I'm sure they still hunt every so often.
You can see them. If you stay in the open too long, they might attack.
Yeah, so we'll just be cautious. Anyways, what do we find in 14? Anything cool? Anything cool?
Did you roll an investigate?
My investigate. Did it go through?
Yeah.
What is that?
15.
15 is that? Okay, 20 is my minimum. 20 is the minimum, but I could re-roll that maybe with some resistance.
Okay. You find a corpse. Or more specifically, you find the arms of a corpse.
Random.
They still have
Oh,
some gear on them. They look
I got
kind
a
of nice.
16.
Must be why they're still here. I mean, I might have imagined that something else would have run off with these.
So these studded leather gauntlets look like they were crafted by a halfling. They're quite small, but they're of high quality.
I rolled a 16 ninja. Did I find anything else?
Well, I will put them into my pocket.
16. You find a star rose quartz worth... Ooh. 50 ceramic pieces.
Yeah.
I was like, is this right? No, this is tuned for 5e. These are GPs.
I was like, yes!
I had to stop myself. I was like, no, that's not quite right. I'm looking at the wrong loot generator. I have a standard one, and then I have one that does Dark Sun items. Okay, so you find a couple things down there.
Okay, thank you.
For Joe, it was a net. Maybe the halfling was a fisherman trying to hunt some sand sharks or something. He had a hemp net. Quite heavy, 10-pound net. It's also large enough to catch a siltar. Or at least try to catch a siltar. It didn't catch this one.
How big are these things? And what do you do with that if you catch one?
Eat it.
That's all.
If you
Maybe
recall,
crab?
the Giants were a big fan of the siltar tentacles.
Oh yeah, the big tentacles. Okay. These things. Yeah, they're kind of annoying.
Yeah, and they're everywhere.
What else? Like it was in there something else.
There was the net, and there were some bracers. Halfling bracers.
Might be magical. Let's keep them, and we'll see next time we do a detect magic.
Okay. While you're investigating the ruins, some of the razor wings fly overhead, and you hear some spattering on the roof.
Droppings.
Show yourself strong.
You ever see the movie The Birds?
Oh, yes.
Can we have somebody intimidate?
Some other razor wings land on the roof of this other building over here down the street. The one where the birds kill people. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Alfred Hitchcock presents The Birds.
Can somebody do an intimidate or something like that?
You gonna intimidate the birds so they go away? Scream at them?
Yeah.
I could. What about
I'll do
animal
it.
handling? Would animal handling help with the birds?
Hmm. It might help with one if you were trying to...
We'll just know the
Okay.
best way to, shoo them off, I guess.
Go ahead and roll it.
Okay.
Do you want some assistance? Like I have
I'll use this sort of like an animal insight roll.
Right.
I have a +10.
I'm a +7.
Can I do
24?
a strength intimidation?
I'll assist you.
Okay,
Okay.
so he's already got a 24, which is like more than good enough.
It's an automatic assistance. Okay.
25 now with guidance.
Okay. Well,
You have advantage. Oh, okay. To 17. You're good.
it seems as if these birds are very large compared to the average razor wing. You've seen razor wings, and they're usually, I don't know, the
Like
size
hawk
of a
size?
the size of a hawk. These ones are like an oversized vulture.
Can I Can I do a strength-based intimidation?
Yeah.
Or
And another thing, you can tell that they're sort of sizing up the party. Like, they've taken note of the party, and they're just sort of observing to sort of judge whether you're food or not.
Do we have a bait?
34.
Do we have a like a bait?
Okay.
Because-
Taurus roars, and the birds fly away.
Okay.
They scream and crap as they fly.
They'll shit on the Taurus on
we are
their
not
way out.
food. We are friend. Fish off food, on food, have friends.
This place is creepy.
Oh, interesting. Further down the street, there's suddenly a clang as a old metallic gate is pushed open. And it clatters to the ground, and 4 figures step out into the street.
What? In this dead city, 4 people come out through a
Yes.
metal gate. They must not be wanted by the Razor Wings.
What did it look like?
Maybe they're undead.
They're undead.
For frick's sake.
We avoided the razor.
What
We
kind of
avoided
undead are
the
they?
Pokemon.
They are undead gladiators.
What's their CR?
What? What are you asking? You just asked that question?
Yeah.
32 and a half.
Okay. 32.
There's a 15-foot high wall that surrounds a compound further down the street. It looks like some place where slaves would be stored. It's actually an arena inside, although it's hard to tell from the outside, but with a bunch of gladiators coming out of it. They're clearly in gladiator armor with gladiator weapons, but they are undead creatures. They stalk out into the street, and they spot the party investigating that building across the way, and they begin to move towards you, but it seems like they're not very fast, and you're going to spot them coming. So, what do you intend to do about that?
Is it possible to cover them in a wall of flame?
You want to throw a wall of flame down in the street and burn them all.
Yeah.
All right.
That's awful lot of resources.
Yeah. Who knows? We'll see how fast they melt or not.
Exploding crags might be particular to that one undead type. These guys don't look like those other ones. They might do something different. Who knows?
Wall of fire. Oh yeah. 5d8 if they miss. What is their
What's the DC?
Well-
23, but
23.
what is it? Dex. Yeah, 23.
23 dex is going to be tough.
For zombie.
I don't think they can even make it. Their dex modifier is +2, so the best they can do is a 22, and they didn't get that. The best they got, a couple of them had 18s.
They all burn. You re-roll one of them. Same thing. Okay, so 29 fire damage.
Ooh.
They're stepping in.
29 fire damage. Impressive. Okay, they're all on fire now, but they're still coming.
Whoa, really?
They take the
Oh.
hit.
Orin raises an eyebrow and knocks an arrow.
All right. Yeah, anybody that can cast a spell or do a ranged attack, you can get one off before they make it to the party.
I'll cast a spell.
All right, what you got?
I will cast the spell. Where is it? Haste.
That's a good one. Taurus the Quick. Quick Taurus.
I'll go fuck him up. You roll my damage? I can
Will
attack
not
roll.
let me.
Yeah, if you want to run in,
Oh,
you
there
can
it
meet them
goes.
halfway and fight them in the street as a first strike.
I'll make a reckless attack.
You move fast enough that you can close the distance and make an attack.
Oh, we only threaten crits in 3.5 or 5th edition on 20s, right?
Long makes a good point. You are in a wall of fire now.
I have resistance to fire.
Yeah, he's. Yeah.
First it will be a 36 for. I think it's the same though.
All right. Armor class 14.
Oh, I'll hit all of these. I got plus 20.
Actually, if you have resistance, it doesn't work. You have to be immune.
Yeah, basically just don't crit fail. Don't roll a 1.
Yeah. Second one. And I'll do roll my third one too. Second one's a 25. Third one will be
25 means it's exceptional.
a 34.
All of those are
My
exceptional.
3 attacks, and then it's gonna be. Oh wait. Each one will be. First one will be that. That'll be the first one. Second one. Come on, you can do it. Oh, okay, okay. And the third one will be. Third one will be 41 damage.
All right. So Taurus storms down the street, swinging his hammer wildly 3 times. He takes out all 3 of the front line. So roll against the saving throw of the wall of fire now.
What's Dex?
DC 23 Dex.
DC 23. What the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
You can't shape it around me or something?
No.
Damn it. Fucking asshole.
You're the one that ran into it of choice.
Well, I didn't realize he just, you know.
He opened with a wall of fire, so you run into it. It's fine. You can take
I
it.
fired. I don't know if you caught that.
Fired a shot. There's the one left.
It was 19 base. I don't know if that threatens a crit. in
19
fifth edition,
hits. It does not threaten
That's
a
cool.
crit.
24?
Well, it's
24 to space?
exceptional. With a 32, it's exceptional. And then I rolled base damage at 37. I'm sure that might help.
More than enough to kill him. The last one drops.
You took
saved.
Good
half
shot.
Of 20, half of 29. You got.
I'd take half of that because I'm resistant.
No, you're not resistant.
I am resistant.
It
I'm
doesn't-
literally wearing
it-
fire trick armor.
It doesn't work on my magic.
He's immune to resistance. Dun dun dun.
My fire goes through resistance.
Holy fuck.
It's OP, isn't it? Now you know how I feel.
Like, I expect him just like to open up a hole for me to go through, or like shape it around me.
He
I
can
think
if he's casting the
immunity-
spell first. Like if you're there and he casts the wall of fire on you, he can shape it around you.
Right. So he casts a spell and then sees you run into it and just is incredulous. Like his face drops. You know. What?
Yeah.
What
Can I
did
dra-
you do? Berserker rage.
But 6 seconds in the fire and he's able to run right out because all the enemies are dead. So he only gets lightly singed.
And I can extinguish it when I want. I can lose concentration.
I mean, what's that? Like 3% of his hit points? It's probably no big deal.
Probably.
How much?
You take-
How much should I take?
You took 14 damage.
Oh, yeah, that's not that.
It wasn't too bad. I wanted to see like I wanted a spell for that level, you know, that would can cover them all. Can keep on concentration since they're slow.
I tell you, I'm like, what the fuck, man? I thought you were gonna take, like, let me. I didn't realize you were gonna burn me.
You're the one running it.
Well, you always like shape it around us and
I
stuff.
just, they're
You
both
know,
like just incredulous at each other.
You just ran into it. I don't know what to tell you, man. And you
I
know my
expect you
flames
to-
burn everything.
I didn't realize they burned me too.
Yeah.
God, what's the point of having this fire drake armor?
I'm a little bit special. Yeah, I burn a little hotter.
I'll tell them I've never felt flames that hot before.
Nice.
Pretty hot.
Yeah, he is. All right. So,
Fire!
does that conclude the rest of the gladiators, or
The gladiators are defeated. So, hey, while you're here, hey, Taurus, you spot a bunch of tracks.
Tracks?
Yes.
Oh,
You can tell these are Silt Runner tracks. You've encountered plenty of Silt Runners in the past.
I will. I'm gonna roll a survival check real quick and see if I can follow them. Oh yeah, dirty 20. Yeah, I'm gonna see where they're going towards. Are they going towards 6? Or they're 15? I thought 6 was the arena.
It seems as if they hunt near the eastern wall. So they're in around these buildings like vermin, and then they hunt by the eastern wall.
I want to go. So I wanted to go 14, and then 15, and then 6, and then 7. That's the route I wanted to take. Sorry, I wanted to go here, and there, then there.
Okay, so the building that the gladiators came out of is
6? Right.
an arena. Oh, they came out of 15. 6 is further down.
Where the heck?
So imagine like 15 is like the ludus where the gladiators would train, and then 6 is where they would fight in the arena, in the stand.
I'm not seeing 14, 15. Those numbers are not on my.
The map
Oh,
here.
there's 15 right
this
there. I see
and
15
this.
at least.
These two.
Yeah, I'm gonna. That's how I wanted to route because Grimoire expressed that he wanted to go to 7.
So it says here that nobody bothered to free these people after the Sorcerer King began to attack. Most of the shabby shelter have rotted away, but the bodies of the dead remain, buried in silt and stacked one atop another where they fell and died. 4 undead gladiators resided among the bodies of the deceased slaves. The gladiators were sent out to the fields as punishment, so were in the pen when disaster struck. They survived their undead state through the centuries, seeking one last contest of strength and battle before their final eternal rest.
Well, there you go. There's their contest of strength.
Those were 7
Kablam!
seventh level fighters in life, and in death they were pretty strong undead.
Okay.
And then you go to 6. Let's see.
Number
6
7 yeah,
Yeah,
is the arena.
That says.
it's probably the
No, actually,
temple.
doesn't 6 say arena?
I think so.
6 is the arena. Yep.
It's kind of in the way, anyways, to towards 7. We can maybe go to 11 before we go to 7.
Okay. Who's going to investigate?
I'll give guidance, but I can't assist. I'm not proficient.
I only got a 4. +4.
Maybe you can assist him.
And
25 without any assistance.
Okay, with a 25, you're going to find a pretty sad scene.
Oh no.
Okay, underneath the southern seating section are slave pens filled with dozens of near mummified bodies behind thick wooden bars. Only a few escaped the crude prisons. The rest were trapped and left to die when the mass exodus occurred.
that sucks.
Gruesome.
These men and women died horrible deaths of thirst and starvation. Many still clutch
Oh, wow.
unyielding bars with bony grips. Others appear to have killed each other in madness.
Bad way to go.
Okay, I think Morg is going to see something here. Morg was affected by the color in darkness previously and will begin to have a hallucination here. It appears as if the people in the cells are animated and attempting to drag themselves to freedom. Their dry, brittle voices beseech him, "Give us water! Food! Help us escape!" Alright, Long, what do you do?
Long?
Maybe
Hello?
he's. Oh, here we go.
I ask if my friends see this too. Should we help them? He says to the dead bodies all around.
No, he says to us, right? He's
Right.
saying that
Well, he says to you about the dead bodies all
should
around.
we help them? Okay. What you want? Burial? What are you asking? Because obviously we don't hear the voices, right?
No, nobody else sees it.
What are they looking for?
And to me, the freed and fed. Okay. I look more closely at the bodies. Are they moving?
No, none of them are moving. They've been dead a very long time.
They haven't been buried in
Uh.
a respectful way.
Well, we can free them. I will grab a
I
timber
tell
and tear it loose.
I tell him he must be hallucinating.
Okay, so to Morg, the spirits of the dead are saying, "Stay with us! Why did you leave us to die? Keep us company until the city crumbles to dust and blows away."
Damn.
I don't hear that.
Nobody
So
else hears it. Just Morg.
But
So Morg is talking to the dead,
That's the plan.
saying, saying,
there
"Okay, I'm
then."
not originally from here. I never left you." Yep. True. You're not the people that left them behind.
Yeah. I'm going to.
Okay.
We don't know that. We don't know
I'm going
that.
to assist. He's trying to walk away. I can see some distance in his eyes, in his face. I'm going to grab Long and arms around his
Comfort
sides
him?
and just say, it's okay. They're not there. I don't know where you are now, but we're in the here and now, and they aren't. Come back.
Baby, come back.
Okay, so Joe, when you leave the arena, I think there's a wall here. Let me check. So that's a garden there. Once a series of beautiful gardens surrounding the palace, with a smaller version set outside the palace walls for use by the nobles and the free citizens during the Battle of the Sorcerer Kings. The plant life withered, died, and crumbled to ash. Now a 6-inch layer of silt covers a foot of ash throughout the gardens. The bodies of 2 Templars are buried beneath the ash in the smaller garden.
Ninja?
Yeah.
So I hear Morg saying that. I will go nearby and do a detect magic and see if there's a aura for a curse in the area.
Okay. No aura, no magic, no curse.
Have some spirits of some sort.
Yeah, it's like the spirits of the dead. sort of in a state of unrest. They've never been buried. They were left to die in horrible conditions. So it's just
They are
natural.
damned. They are
And-
damned.
And also
They are
because of
trying
the lack of an afterlife in Dark Sun, the dead can linger around like that and just sort of like leave an after image.
They are damned, spirits that are trying to drag you with them. Just ignore them. We can try to bury them, maybe. That might free them from this eternal life of suffering.
Yeah, maybe it'll keep them from turning into undead creatures like these gladiators that you fought.
Yeah. Let's bury them in a respectful way.
All right, you spend some time burying the dead in the arena here.
Yeah.
Cool.
Some sort of a memorial, for the hours that they lived through.
So, Joe, you made it as far as the gardens, and then noticed that the others weren't following behind. Do you want to check those bodies?
What bodies?
There were 2 bodies in the gardens there.
Sure.
Okay, both of them have a steel longsword and
Oh,
gold earrings.
Oh fuck.
So,
Yoink.
2 sets of gold earrings and 2 steel longswords.
I'm
They
gonna
also have
get up.
tattered robes, but those are not valuable.
I'm gonna have to get off a ninja pretty soon.
Yeah, we could call it quits there. I didn't really have anything else like super planned out, so I'm just sort of going by the numbers here.
Can we go over the weekend over the store?
Yeah, the stuff you buy at the
Yeah,
City of Brass store. That'll be fun.
yeah. I don't know how you want to construct that.
Yeah, figure some fire items.
If you you'll make a list.
Maybe it could be like a high-level craftsman that you could have him craft some like fire-related item for you.
Oh, that comes to the temple.
Yeah, it could be sent to the temple through a small portal.
Okay, sorry for phasing in and out of existence
fine.
during the last portion of that.
Yeah, we're gonna call it quits there. They were burying the dead in the arena because they were sort of in a state of unrest. Your druid could tell that the spirits they wanted to be put to rest here.
Morgan and I had a brotherly moment, and we both shared our rations and water.
And Taurus made it
Dead.
as far as the palace gardens, where he found a couple dead Templars and looted them. And that's where we're gonna call it quits. So I'm gonna pack the table here.
Okay.
And you can save it.
When, hang on.
What's up?
Wait, are we still in Twitch land?
Should I end it? You gonna say something naughty?
So it's not naughty, but it might be divisive, and I want